And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. From Dodgeland High School in Juneau, Daily Dodge TV presents its first ever Monday night football game. In a contest that was postponed from Friday night, tonight it's the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers in town to take on the homestanding Dodgeland Trojans. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you at the football field. I'm joined by my good friend and partner, Tim Haldeman. Justin Wilski is our videographer and engineer for today's broadcast, which is presented by Columbus Family Dental. Today's game is also brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, American Family Insurance, Kevin Carnine, your local agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank, supporting local athletes, and today's game brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Welcome into this broadcast, everyone. It is a beautiful Monday evening, and Tim Haldeman, as I said earlier, an historic night, our first ever Monday night football broadcast, and you know what? You and I have a combined, 60-plus years in the business. We're finally on Monday Night Football. But all joking aside, this is our first broadcast together in almost 2 years. And, Tim, it's great to see you, and it's great to be back. I missed you, pal.
Thanks, Mike. I truly appreciate it. It is great to be back. And I also owe an apology to the you and I both owe an apology to the longest-standing broadcaster in all of Dodge County. If we preempt Bill McCullum on WBEV on the Barn Show tonight, we should be ashamed of ourselves.
Well, I don't know how we're going to do that since we're on video stream tonight.
Good point. Good point. So all of you, thank you, Mike. I'm glad you brought that up. See, I forget that stuff. This technology stuff has got me way by the wayside. But anyway, Bill McCullum, of course, is live on WBEV on the Barn Show now, and we're on the World Live Internet, of all things.
The World Wide Web, yes. And as I mentioned, it's nice for you and I to get back together doing a football game for the first time in a couple of years. And we've got the entire band back together. Ninja's back with us, Justin Wilski. Justin, he and I haven't done a game together since basketball season. That was late February, early March, I guess it was. So, Ninja, it's great to see you too, my friend. Thanks for tagging along. But yes, we've got football tonight, and as you probably know by now, this game was originally scheduled for last Friday evening, but what happened is if you remember Friday morning, if you live in the area, we had some pretty heavy thunderstorms move through, and it dumped 2 to 3 inches of rain in Juneau in the course of a very short time span. So there was a lot of standing water on this field, and late in the afternoon Friday, there was still standing water. It hadn't drained all the way through, so the field was unplayable. And initially they said, well, we'll reschedule this game for Saturday night. Well, that was all well and good, but then they found out that members of both teams had family conflicts on Saturday night, so the decision was made. We're going to move it to Monday night, and we're going to play at 5 o'clock. And you know what? Third time was the charm, because here we are, and we're going to be kicking off in less than 15 minutes.
Well, Mike, neither one of these clubs could afford to lose anybody, as I just did a real quick count here for these two clubs. Dodgeland has got 24 guys suited up, Cambria Friesland 18. So needless to say, if you lose even a couple of your regular kids, needless to say, probably both of them are going both ways. That would be very detrimental.
Well, obviously,
to your cause.
These are smaller schools, no doubt. I mean, you and I were talking before we hit the air tonight, and the enrollment at Cambria Friesland High School, total enrollment, is only about 110. So if you take the 20-some-odd kids that are on the football roster for the Hilltoppers, that equates to roughly about 60% of the number of boys in the entire school. So, it's just amazing to me what, small schools like Dodgeland and especially Cambria Friesland are able to do year after year to continue to field the teams and, come up with the rosters that they are able to do. It's getting harder and harder in today's day and age, and it really is. So hats off to them, because, there's a lot of small schools that have opted to go to 8-man football, which, that's on the docket now. Or some schools maybe don't even field a football team at all. And these, are just two examples of, educational communities that get it done year after year.
Well, of course, there's no law against young ladies playing football either. So, hey, if I was a high school coach in a small school such as Cambria, hey, if I could recruit a couple young ladies, why not? I guarantee you the guys would enjoy it, without a doubt.
Both of these teams are looking for win number 1 on the season. This is, of course, week 2. And in the opener for Cambria Friesland, they fell to Partyville 24-0. A rough going for head coach Jim Bilesma's squad in the season opener. They managed only 97 yards of total offense, 7 of those through the air, the rest on the ground, and that's pretty normal for Cambria Friesland. They don't tend to throw an awful lot. Dodgeland, they got a pair of Caden Bruger touchdowns in their season opener, but they fell to Deerfield 28-13. Now, the Trojans actually led that game until late in the third quarter. A turnover late in the third quarter. Deerfield capitalized, took the lead. They put it away with another score in the fourth quarter, but the Trojans were in that game. They were competitive. They just came up on the short end. And one of the things that I think both coaches had mentioned to me, I talked with Jim Bilesma this past week, and I also talked with Dodgeland head coach Paul Scheel. If you remember, last week, Friday, it was very hot and humid, and it was the first week of the season. He said some of their guys ran out of gas. They were tired, and they were hot and sweaty by the end of that game. So they feel that was kind of a factor in what happened.
Mike, you ran out of gas this afternoon at your work, and you were in an air-conditioned office. That's the rumor. No, seriously. I mean, these guys have had, 2 weeks of practice, getting to their first game, so now we're knocking on the third week of practice. And, when you're carrying around those pads in 88-degree weather and the humidity is nearly matching, Mike, it's just almost inhumane, to be very honest, to have those young guys out there. And I guarantee you the officials, for one, will be very cognizant of the fact that they'll be taking numerous water breaks, even tonight. I mean, it's 80 degrees out there this evening.
It's warm. Yes, it is.
The humidity has dropped a little bit. Too bad we couldn't have waited another day. Tomorrow would have been a little bit better, from what I understand from our.
Well, this is going to be a short week as it is for these two schools. You've got 2 games now in 5 days with the postponement tonight, and then of course their regularly scheduled game for week 3 on Friday. So I don't think they would have wanted to delay this game any further than tonight.
Agreed. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's step aside for a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll continue our coverage here at Dodgeland High School. We'll have the starting lineups for you right after this. You're watching the high school football game of the week on Daily Dodge TV.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30. You can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Did you know that we offer Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for doing things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, setting up a direct deposit, and taking an e-statement. Every month is a new chance to qualify, and there's no penalty if you miss. Ask for Kasasa today. Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Please contact us for details.
Ergo Bank, supporting local athletes.
Back with you once again at the football field, getting ready for kickoff of tonight's non-conference football game between the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers and the Dodgeland Trojans. And one thing we didn't mention at the outset here, they're working right now on the scoreboard. I don't know, Justin, if you're able to pan over towards the scoreboard. They're having electrical issues tonight with the scoreboard here. And so at least at the start of this game, we're going to go without a scoreboard, and they're going to keep time. The officials will keep the time down on the field with their stopwatches. So it's going to be difficult. We're not going to be able to tell you, at least at the outset, how much time is left after certain plays or scoring plays. We'll do the best we can. But, those things happen, and so we'll have to deal with it. But they are working on the scoreboard right now, trying to get it. They said they tested it this morning, and it was fine. Well, that was this morning, and, 8 hours later, things happened. So we'll do the best we can with that. But it's a gorgeous night, as we said. Maybe a little bit on the warm side if you're in the sun, but there's a little bit of a breeze. And so, all in all, this is pretty decent conditions. Maybe a little warm for the players, but for the spectators, the rest of us, I think it'll be a nice night. Tell you what we'll do here. We're going to pause and take another quick break for the national anthem. We'll come back and get you ready for kickoff right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Is it time for a job change? Are you looking for a local, reputable company with competitive wages, shift premiums, generous PTO, on-site gyms and health clinics, and so much more? Do you love cheese? If you answered yes and are interested in a $1,000 sign-on bonus, then Grande Cheese Company is the place for you. Grande is now accepting applications to join their production teams in Brownsville, Lamira, Rubicon, Wyocena, Judah, and Fond du Lac. Come be part of the Grande family. Apply online today. Visit grande.com/careers.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamp. This world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When you begin a career in manufacturing, there's plenty of chances to move up the ladder. Just ask Jared from EK Machine in Fall River.
There's lots of opportunity to advance in your career, different departments. They definitely promote from within, in-house, so it gives people to kind of work their way up through the ranks from just maybe a general laborer to a lead position or even a supervisor role.
Explore the many career opportunities in manufacturing by stopping in at Moraine Park Technical College or visiting DodgeRegionMBA.org.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Cambria Friesland is coached by Jim Reisman.
Mike Tronson and Tim Haldeman back at Dodgeland High School as we get you set for this football game. It's the Trojans of Dodgeland hosting the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Let's give you some starting lineups first for the visiting Hilltoppers, coached by Jim Bilesma, the legendary Jim Bilesma in his 39th season. We'll start with their offensive starters. The quarterback is Drake Bermania, 6'2", 175-pound junior. Running backs are Trevor Krieger, a sophomore at 5'8", 145. Owen Jones, a 6-foot senior at 180 pounds. And Isaac DeYoung, 5'10", 175, and a sophomore. The receivers are Brady Sanborn, a junior at 5'10", 165, and Spencer Wiersma, senior at 6 feet tall, 165. Looking at the offensive line, the tackles are Tate DeYager, 6'1", junior, 185, along with Ethan Green, a 5'10", 270-pound junior. The guards are Carter Drews, a freshman at 5'11", 170, and Benji Seitz, a 5'9", 175-pound junior. The center is Braden Bussey, a freshman at 5'10", 260 pounds. How about some defensive starters for head coach Paul Scheel and the Dodgeland Trojans? And the defensive starters in the secondary, the safeties are Braxton Cohn, 6'1", 135, and a senior, along with Caden Bruger, a 5'9", 140-pound senior. Cornerbacks include Mikey Milfred, 5'9", 145, and a sophomore, along with Tristan Hahn, a 6'1" senior, 165-pounder. Linebackers are Tony Stone, 5'8", 125, and a sophomore. John Schrammick, 5'9", 145, and a sophomore. Other linebackers, Ethan Peters, 5'9", 155 pounds, and a junior. And we got to get Joey Stats in there, a 5'6", 125-pound junior. Looking at the line up front on the defensive side for the Trojans, at nose is Louis White, 5'11", 250, and a senior. Also on the defensive line, John Eppenfeldt. They call him Big John. His coach calls him Big John, 6'5", 298, and a senior. And Quentin Kramer Pine, 5'9", 185, and a sophomore. And as you see on your video screen, the Trojans in their purple jerseys with the white numbers and the black pants. Cambria Friesland tonight with the red helmets, the white jerseys, the red numbers,
Ouch.
And black pants. You okay there, Tim? My goodness.
Oh,
we're in cramped
more than
quarters up here
cramped.
in the press box
Ouch,
tonight,
that
but I think we'll get through it. Glad to have you with us on Daily Dodge TV. Hey, send us an email during the broadcast tonight. We would love to get you a mention on the show tonight. So if you want to send an email, you can do that and send it to sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and throughout the broadcast, as time permits, we'll give you your 10 seconds of fame, and we'll gladly give you a shout-out on the broadcast. Here we go. Cambria Friesland's going to kick it off. And here's the approach. A short, bouncy kick going to be taken near the 22-yard line. And ahead and getting upended just shy of the 30-yard line. Jace Christofferson of Dodgeland. Now, Jace Christofferson, when this game was supposed to be played on Friday night, he was going to be a game-time decision. Well, obviously, he had a couple extra days to heal because he had his availability for last Friday had been uncertain, but he was able to take that opening kick up to the 30-yard line, so a return of about 8 yards, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 30-yard line, moving right to left. And here we go. This is the quarterback, Nathan Johnson. Out of the pistol, takes the snap, looking to throw right side. It is caught out there. It's Tony Stone to the 30, 35, sidesteps a man, and gets taken down near the 38-yard line. So a quick little toss out to the right side for Tony Stone, a 5'8", 125-pound sophomore, making the catch. And close to first down yardage. That's going to be a gain of roughly 8, almost 9 actually on the play. So we'll call it 2nd and a long 1 for Dodgeland. Here come the Trojans up to the line on 2nd and short. One receiver split wide to the near side. That's Milfred out there. Out of the pistol again. And they're going to hand it off. Stone is taking it right side and dives across the 40, picks up the first down. He needed about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. And it looks like he picked up about 3 on the play. And that'll be a fresh set of downs. It is a gain of 3 out to the 41-yard line, where it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Trojans. Early first quarter, again, we don't have a working scoreboard tonight, so they are keeping time. The officials are down on the field. 1st and 10. And Johnson, the sophomore quarterback, once again in the pistol. As they get personnel set, a couple receivers over on the right side. And Johnson calling out the snap and takes it. Will give it to the man in the backfield. He is stuffed almost immediately. Nothing happening there. That was Caden Bruger. And Bruger had nowhere to go. In fact, he's going to lose yardage on the play. A loss of 2 back to the 39-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and 12. Caden Bruger had a couple of touchdowns in the Trojans' season-opening win, or a loss, I should say, against Deerfield. It was 28-13 back a week ago Friday. But he loses yardage on that play as the Hilltoppers were ready for it. 2nd down and 12. This time a couple receivers split wide to the left side. They motion a man. That's Braxton Cohn. He'll take the handoff. Right side he goes. Cut back, and he gets across the 40 near the original line of scrimmage. That is Braxton Cohn, number 21, the right halfback, 6'1", 135-pound senior. And he picks up about 3.5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and almost 10 to go yet. So he got back right near that original line of scrimmage. And now the Hilltoppers trying to get a big stop here on 3rd and 10. They'll put Milford wide to the near side. And they motion a man. That is Stone. Back to throw. And now being chased is Johnson running to the near side. He's going to be dropped back at the 39-yard line. Sacked on the play by Owen Jones, the inside linebacker. 6 foot, 180-pound senior. Jones chased him down. Drops him for a 2-yard loss back to the 39. And it'll be 4th and 12 in a punting situation here for Dodgeland.
Tell you, the quarterback Johnson did a good job hanging on to the football that time as he was getting chased down from the backside. Easily could have gotten stripped right there for a big turnover in the wrong enemy territory.
Caden Bruger will punt it away for Dodgeland, and Trevor Krieger back deep for Cambria Friesland. He'll come up and take it at the 31, bobbles, and he stumbled a little bit. He got to the 35 before he got hit hard by big number 74, Landon Roy. So a very short return, a little dangerous there because he had to reach down, scoop it up, and he stumbled a little bit, was able to get about 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland. Their first offensive series coming up now at their own 36-yard line is where they'll start. And as you see on your screen, they're moving left to right. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman here on the broadcast tonight. Justin Wilski, our videographer and engineer. Glad to have you with us on this rare Monday night appearance on Daily Dodge TV. All right, Cambria Friesland will go to work offensively. This is the quarterback, Drake Bermania, under center, as he will turn around, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, tosses it. Is it intercepted or is it incomplete? No, incomplete, darn near intercepted. It was intended for Brady Sanborn, and Caden Bruger darn near picked that thing off. And for Cambria Friesland, that's a big break as it's going to be 2nd and 10.
That one could have gone either way, Mike.
Oh, it could have.
Yeah. The defender had the original look at the football, thought he may have had it. Then you could see on this near sideline that he couldn't make the catch, and then it appeared as though the offensive player may have received the ball. And so we're just going to start it over again. 2nd
down and 10 for the Hilltoppers at their own 36-yard line. Again, Bermania's under center, and we'll hand it off. That is Krieger going left side. He's to the 40. Got room. 45, 50. And he loses the football. And it is a scramble for it at the 35-yard line of Dodgeland. Who's got it? And they're pointing to the left. Football. It's Dodgeland football. Wow, so a great run. He had some room out there.
He got stripped.
But he got stripped and loses the football. Our first turnover of the game, and it's the Trojans that'll have it now on their own 35-yard line. Oh, but it was a nice run, too. He got to the outside. There was some real estate out there, but credit the defense of Dodgeland for forcing that turnover. Here go the Trojans now back to work offensively. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35, 2 receivers to the left side. Out of the pistol is Johnson on this 1st and 10 play as he motions a man, and the give is to Bruger. Makes a tackle up across the 35, out near the 39-yard line before getting taken down right there. So Bruger on the carry, picks up about 4. It's going to be 2nd and roughly 6 to go. They'll mark it at the 39-yard line. Again, we don't have a working scoreboard, so again, we can't tell you how much time is remaining. And so the officials tonight keeping time in this game on the field with their stopwatches. This is a hearkening back to the 1930s here or something, keeping time on the field. All right, 2nd down and roughly 6 to go. Low snap, bobbled, and a scramble. Johnson fumbled. It was a low snap to begin with, and Cambria's got it. They recovered, and it was recovered on the play by Isaac DeYoung. He was there, Johnny on the spot, and so the team's trading turnovers here in the first quarter, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers in Dodgeland territory at the 35-yard line, but DeYoung was Johnny on the spot to grab the loose ball, and like I said, you hate to fault Johnson because it was a really low snap. He had trouble with it. But it happened. Here we go, 1st and 10. Bermania under center. Surveys the defense on this 1st and 10 play for Cambria from the Dodgeland 35. Handoff. Owen Jones cuts back up the middle inside the 35, and he gets down to about the 32 before he is tackled on the play by Louis White.
He felt that one.
Louis White, 5'11", 250 pounds, and a senior. And that's a train you don't want to see coming down the tracks at you too often. Louis White making a nice stop there, but it's still a gain of roughly 3, almost 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 7 for Cambria Friesland. Both these teams run similar offenses. I mean, really, they both basically run the wing T. The difference is Cambria Friesland runs it under center. Dodgeland runs it out of the pistol. But basically, it's like looking in the mirror. And on 2nd down, they'll keep it on the ground, will the Hilltoppers, and fighting for yardage down to the 30-yard line. On that carry was Isaac DeYoung, wears number 24 on his back, 5'10", sophomore at 175 pounds, picked up about 2 on the play. So we're going to call it 3rd down and 5 for the Hilltoppers at the Trojan 30-yard line. Again, send me an email on the broadcast tonight. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. We'll get to those eventually. sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. All right, 3rd and 5, and to the outside goes Krieger, and Krieger, close to first down yardage, got tackled out there by Braxton Cohn, but he got enough for the first down. So Cohn was chasing him, but Krieger was able to get to the corner and get enough for the first down. In fact, he picked up 5 on the play, and they'll mark it just inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Mike, I didn't have a chance to see who the first Dodgeland defender was that had a crack on him, but he sort of whiffed on him. Looked from this angle like he was going to get him for, a loss or right near the line of scrimmage and couldn't quite bring him down.
1st and 10 for the Toppers, and that one they handed off to DeYoung, and he is stuffed in the backfield. Good penetration that time. Dodgeland was all over it. Chase Christofferson got there first. He had some help from a couple of his teammates, but that's a loss on the play of 1.5 yards or so, almost 2. We're going to call it a 2nd and 12. Christofferson made that play, and his teammates helped finish it off. Jace Christofferson, senior. He's playing like a senior early on, 5'4" tall, 150 pounds, dripping wet, and he made that play.
They're all dripping wet before the game, Mike.
Before the game.
It's called sweat equity. Whoa.
2nd and 12, yes, indeed. 2nd and 12 for the Hilltoppers. Back at the 27 of Dodgeland. Permania running out to the far side, looking to throw on the run. It is incomplete as he overshot the intended receiver. He was looking for, he was looking for number 21, Brady Sanborn out there. Throw just a little bit too tall for Sanborn. Even with elevator shoes, he would have had trouble with that one. But, that's what happens. He was throwing on the run and
he's running
tried to make a play.
Left.
Yeah, he's running
to his left, and it's just very difficult to square up the shoulders. And, there were a couple of purple shirts in the area, too. And he probably took the better part of valor right there and threw it where his receiver could maybe make a play on it. Couldn't quite do it, but instead they lived for another day.
3rd and 10 for the Hilltoppers from the Dodgeland 27. That play is blown dead. And let's see what we got here as we'll look to our officiating crew. It's offside on the Trojans. So a 5-yard penalty on Dodgeland, and that's going to turn a 3rd and 12 into a 3rd and 7 now for Cambria Friesland as the ball is inside the 25 at about the 23, maybe the 22-yard line. So a 3rd and about 7. After the encroachment penalty, and we've got more movement. And flag comes out again, so back-to-back plays and the same thing. Another 5-yard penalty on Dodgeland, so back-to-back plays, they get flagged for the same thing. And all of a sudden, what was a 3rd and 12 is now a 3rd and about 2.
They're pulling on Aaron Rodgers out there.
So
what do you think?
Well, maybe
throwing him offside. Aaron who?
I know not this man you speak of. No, I'm just kidding. All right, 3rd
that'll
and
be
2
next
now.
year. That'll be next year.
There you go.
Yeah.
3rd and 2 from the 22. Bermania hands it off and getting stuffed. Jones right near the line of scrimmage. And Louis White was there among others. And did they get anything at all in that? I don't believe so. So it's no gain or loss, but this is 4-down territory. Cambria Friesland, they do not kick field goals. In fact, they haven't even attempted an extra point because they were shut out in their first game. But Coach told me, Coach Bowsma said, he goes, we don't even have a package to put in for a field goal, so it's 4-down territory. Jim Bilesman, his 39th year at the helm at Cambria Friesland, the legendary coach
Timeout.
And a timeout has been called. You are correct. Timeout on the field. We are in the first quarter. Again, we don't have a working scoreboard, so we can't tell you exactly how much time is left in the quarter. But right now we have a scoreless game. And let's see, we do have an email that just came in here. This is Coach Steve Liga of Cochrane Fountain City, watching from Winona, Minnesota today. Says, go Coach Bilesma and the Toppers. So we just got an email. Hey, Steve, thank you so much. That's Steve, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Liga from Cochrane Fountain City, checking in on the broadcast today, watching up in beautiful southeast Minnesota, my home state of Minnesota. Again, you can send me an email on the broadcast today, sports@dailydodge.com. That is sports@dailydodge.com. You can send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for, what you like best about Tim Haldeman's commentary, and we'll get it on the air for you.
Well, now we have to try to understand why he's watching us. There has to be a reason.
He's rooting for the Hilltoppers.
I understand that, but there's got to be a reason why. Now, is he a...
Well, we certainly know it's not you.
So understandable. Is he a graduate of Cambria?
I don't know. If he wants to email back,
we need to know.
Steve, you can email us again and
holler back. We need to know.
Because Tim needs an answer. We're going to be on this all night long if you don't respond.
I wouldn't sleep tonight.
Okay. 4th and 2 for the Toppers from the 22 of Dodgeland. Here we go. Romania under center, turns around, hands it up. Krieger got a hole left side. He gets the first down and dives forward. Plenty of room, as he needed only about 2 yards, but there was a big hole over there, and he was able to easily get the first down. In fact, they're going to mark it down inside the 15 at about the 14. Yeah, he got about 8 yards on that play. So he's actually inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal. But yeah, he had a nice run there. 1st and goal now for the Toppers from the 8. And a handoff, right side. Jones to the 5, and he gets down and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Their first score of the year, and it's Owen Jones taking it in from about 8 yards out, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
Well, for you folks that are watching this live, it was a blueprint of the play that they had just ran previously to get the first down, Mike. The first one was to the left side. This one was to the right side.
So 6-0, and the Toppers, as I mentioned, they're going to line up and go for 2. And Bermania turns around, and he options to Jones. Jones trying to get the corner on the right side. He cannot, and the 2-point conversion fails. But it's now 6-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. We'll take a break, a 1-minute break back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home. Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
7 plays, 35.
So here we go. 6-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers after an 8-yard touchdown run by Owen Jones.
7 plays, 35 yards, and absolutely no time off the first quarter clock, Mike Johnson. None whatsoever. Amazing.
Here's the approach and the ensuing kick. It's going to bounce and be bobbled and taken at the 19-yard line by Tony Stone. Up the middle he goes. Penalty flag on the return as Stone got up to about the 31-yard line, but there is penalty laundry on the field, so we're going to have to check that out and likely going to be coming back. Again, we don't have a working scoreboard here at the field tonight. It's a legal block in the back on the Trojans. So again, we don't know exactly the time of that scoring play, but we know it was Owen Jones taking it in from 8 yards out. The 2-point conversion failed. And so right now, first quarter, it's 6-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. Glad you're with us on Daily Dodge TV. The whole gang is here. Great to be back.
17-yard line.
So the ball put at the 17-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans, who now find themselves down 6-0. Johnson out of the pistol again as they motion a man, and they'll hand it off to the motion man. That is Stone trying to turn the corner on the right side. He's going nowhere. Well, a good pursuit by the Hilltoppers defensively, and there was no way, no chance for Tony Stone to turn the corner. Loss on the play of a couple. It'll be 2nd and about 12 to go for the Trojans back at the 15-yard line. They'll put a single receiver out wide to the left side. That's Milford out there. Johnson calling out the signals. Low snap, picks it up, and he's in trouble as he tries to run up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Again, another low snap, and that was Isaac DeYoung, defensive tackle, that led the charge for Cambria. And a loss of a play on the play of about another 1.5 yards or so. It's going to be 3rd and roughly 14 to go, but we've seen a couple of low snaps now plague Dodgeland in this first quarter, and that one, there wasn't much that Johnson could do with it once he picked it up as the cavalry got there. All right, 3rd and about 14. Ball back around the 14-yard line. And this toss goes to the near side. This is Braxton Cohn. Sidesteps one tackler, gets across the 20 and out to the 21, but he's tackled out there by Carter Drews, the inside linebacker. Where's number 66? Drews making a nice tackle, and it brings up 4th down in a punting situation for Dodgeland as Caden Brugger will go back to punt this one away.
I think if Brugger would have had that one to do all over again, he might have ducked inside quickly and then gone back outside. He had himself a blocker out there. And
high floater. Krieger back to receive at his own 46, takes it, and he's going to go to the 50. Right side 45. Breaks a tackle down inside the 40 and gets to the 39-yard line of Dodgeland. Pretty nice return. He is tackled on the play by Mikey Milford. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. Right inside the 40, at the 39-yard line of Dodgeland. It's 6-0. Now they're marking it right at the 40. Well, wait a minute.
No,
now he's going to change it. There we go. There we go. We had one official marking it at the 39. The other put it at the 40, and then they thought better of it, and they matched up at the 39.
Mike, it's early. That's one thing.
It is.
But it's one of the things on earth that you're supposed to be perfect the first game and then get better. That's officiating, period.
You're an official, you know. Well, not a football official, but there is Trevor Krieger trying to go left side and turn the corner, and he could not in a speedy defensive play by Mikey Milford. Milford, the cornerback, got in there and dropped him for a loss of about a yard and a half. So it'll be 2nd down and long for the Hilltoppers. Ball now on the other side of the 40-yard line in Dodgeland territory. So Drake Bermania, the junior, taking over at quarterback this year. Ducks under center. Turns around, hands it up. It's an inside reverse. And somehow, DeYoung, I thought he had lost the ball, picked it back up and was able to run with it. Gets inside the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line. But my goodness, that could have been disaster. And the Toppers took nothing and made something out of it.
It looked like a rugby scrum for the longest time.
Is that the quarter? Yeah. That is the end of the first quarter of play. With our score, Cambria Friesland 6 and Dodgeland nothing. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Today's business environment demands that you stand out from the crowd. At National Exchange Bank and Trust, we offer products and services to help you do just that. Our knowledgeable commercial lenders will partner with you to evaluate the unique needs of your business and provide you with the ultimate business solution. Our independence is your greatest asset. Learn more at nebat.com. National Exchange Bank and Trust, serving businesses in Wisconsin since 1933. Member FDIC.
Pine Hills Trucking is hiring, and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, is taking a different approach. He wants to know what you would like to get paid. If you've been looking for a career where you're appreciated and treated well, where your equipment is top of the line and well cared for, and you're a good worker, this is your chance to build your future. Call Bob today at 920-887-8337 and have a conversation with him. Tell him what you need in your career. That's 920-887-8337.
It's good stuff. Here we go. We are back, getting ready to start the second quarter. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you. Again, if you'd like to send us an email during the broadcast tonight, please do so. sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. I've got a couple of emails I'm going to get to here in just a few moments. But, yeah, give us a shout-out, and we'll give you a shout-out. That's what we do here on the broadcast. We know you're out there watching and listening, so come on, send us an email. Second quarter getting underway, and it's third down and about 7 for Cambria Friesland at the 37 of Dodgeland. 6-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. And fumble on the snap, but Bermania picks it back up. He's going to run with it. Right side he goes, breaks one tackle, dives towards the 30-yard line. My goodness, again, taking probably what should have been nothing and making something out of it. As he picks up about 6 yards, it's going to set up a 4th and 1. And again, this is going to be 4-down territory here for the Hilltoppers. 4th and about a yard with the ball placed right at the Dodgeland 30-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter now, they've switched it up. So the Hilltoppers moving right to left as you see it on your screen.
Tell you, they might want to put that one in the playbook.
Well, it
gained 6 yards.
Gained 6 yards.
It's the second largest gain in the whole game.
On 4th and 1. Handoff. Jones. He's got a first down. Spins inside the 30. Down inside the 25. Taking the pile with him. Owen Jones. Lost his helmet on the play. It got knocked off. But I mentioned I got some emails from, we talked earlier, we had Steve Liga check in. Tim, you had questions for Steve, and so he emailed us again and said he's known Coach Bilesma for over 20 years. They both served on the Wisconsin Football Coaches Board. He is a class of 2020 Hall of Fame recipient. He says, though not near the record of Coach Bilesma, I coached for 38 years. He says, I consider Jim Bilesma a friend and mentor. He says, I was going to drive the 3-hour trip, but Coach gave me your site. He says, I love it. Fantastic show, gentlemen. Well, you're too kind, Coach Liga. Thank you very much. And on the ensuing play, this is DeYoung breaking a tackle, gets inside the 20-yard line, down near the 16-yard line. And they'll mark it actually back around the 17, but it's going to be second and roughly 5 to go. And then he also says, he goes, oh, yeah, apparently my grades are better. Jim has a CF average, Cambria Friesland.
I get it.
He says, I'm slightly better with a CFC average, Cochrane Fountain City. That was too good. I love it. Hey, thanks, Steve. Appreciate the emails tonight. Glad you're watching. Glad you're enjoying it. All right, on 2nd and 5. They go straight up the middle. Oh, not much happening up the middle. Dodgeland was ready for it. Jace Christofferson was there. Oh, my goodness. So was Louis White. It looks like no gain or loss on the play. 3rd and about 5.5 to go for Cambria Friesland. Ball still around the 17 of Dodgeland. Early second quarter. And it is 6-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. A first quarter touchdown run of 8 yards by Owen Jones. And we have a timeout on the field here early in the second quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, there's no working scoreboard right now. So we're kind of guessing as to where we are as far as that goes. But the officials know because they're keeping time down on the field. Hey, I should mention this. You know, Tim, you and I, we get assigned our weekly games to go to and to broadcast. Well, coming up here very shortly, you, the viewing public, will have the chance to pick where Tim and I go broadcast a game. This is a chance for you to put your favorite high school football team under the Friday night lights of Daily Dodge TV. On September 24th, all of you will have a chance to pick which game Tim and I will be broadcasting. The voting for that starts on the sports tab at dailydodge.com on September 1st, and the voting will stay open until Thursday, September 16th at 5 p.m. The games you can choose from that night: Clinton at Marquezan, Watertown Luther Prep at Columbus, Marshall at Dodgeland, Bigfoot at Houston, Cambria Friesland at Deerfield, Randolph at Johnson Creek, St. John's at Fall River Rio, and Palmyra Eagle at Waterloo. So, my goodness, those are some great games to choose from. And you, the viewing public, you're going to tell Tim and I where to go. Been wanting to do that for a long time, haven't you?
I knew that was
All right,
coming.
here we go on third and I couldn't resist. I'm
Eighth
sorry.
play of the drive, right
Yep.
here. Eighth play of the drive.
Here's Bermania handing off Jones right side, and he breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and diving towards the 15-yard line before he's taken down right there. So Jones taken down by Christofferson, and Connor Westra was also out there for Dodgeland. Yeah, voting for that U Pick'em game starts on September 1st. That's just a couple of days away, so... You know, I don't care. I just go where I'm told. So now it's a chance for you fans to vote and tell us, hey, we'd like you to put this game on.
I'm just glad you gave him parameters. I was thinking like possibly some other state.
Yeah. 4th and about 3 after that last play. Bermania hands it to Jones through a hole right side, and he's got the first down inside the 10-yard line as he spins to about the 8-yard line. We'll see where exactly. Yeah, they're going to mark it around the 8, but it's going to be first and goal for Cambria Friesland at the 8-yard line of Dodgeland. Second quarter action. Hilltoppers already up 6-0, looking for more. Daily Dodge TV's first ever Monday night football game. We're glad you're with us tonight.
Just don't call me Dandy Don.
You're more like Howard Cosell. But,
I could do a pretty good Howard Cosell, but
I bet you could.
Yeah.
On first and goal, the handoff. This is Krieger. Left side cuts back inside the 5, and he's down to about the 3. Maybe even the 2. We'll see where forward progress gets him. Couple of purple jerseys there to greet him, but that's a gain of roughly 5 or so. And they will mark it, back around the 3 roughly. So it's going to be second and goal for the Hilltoppers, looking to add to the lead. Second and goal from the 3. Bermania back under center. Turns around, hands it to Jones through a hole, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Second of the night for Owen Jones. This is a 3-yard scamper. And just like that, it is 12-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. So Jones now with a pair of touchdowns in this game. Nothing fancy about that. He just did some dirty work and takes it to the house for the second time in the game. And now the Toppers will go for 2.
11 plays, 39 yards. Mike?
The last 2-point conversion on the first touchdown fail. Let's see if they can get this one to go. Another 2-point conversion here, and they give it to DeYoung as he tries to go forward with it just off the left side, and he gets stood up near the 1-yard line. So again, the 2-point conversion fails, but it's now 12-0 Cambria Friesland in the second quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we're back right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
And along with our videographer and engineer, Ninja. They call him Justin Wilski. They call him Ninja. They call him a lot of things. We call him, you know what I call him? I call him the best in the business. Along with Ninja, Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman back at Dodgeland High School in Juneau, and a beautiful, beautiful afternoon / early evening for high school football. Tim, you said you saw the picture I took yesterday. I had the opportunity to go up in an airplane at the Dodge County Airport, and the pilot flew us all over this area of the county, and we flew right over this school and football field, and I was able to get some pictures of the field and the school complex here from 1,500 feet up. And I tell you what, this is a beautiful facility on the ground. It's also beautiful from the air. And I got a lot of great pictures up in that plane yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Here's a little end-over-end kick, very short kick, taking it around the 24-yard line ahead to the 30. And breaking a tackle was Tony Stone, 35-40. And he is out to about the 42, maybe the 43. Nice return for Tony Stone. And so they'll mark it, looks like, at about the 44.
That guy's up at the 44.
Okay, he got a little farther than even I thought he was going to get.
That is a major league generous spot. Oh, the referee signaled the wrong way. Now it's early for those guys, too.
Well, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
All right, 44-yard line.
All righty, so it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 44. They trail 12-0 second quarter, moving left to right. And the handoff, and that is Brugger, and he gets across the 45 and gets tripped up from behind after a gain of a couple. We'll give him
4.
Yeah, I would say that's a 3.5, 4 yards. We'll say 4.
Yeah.
So it's going to be second and a long 6 or a short 7. You take your pick, Tim. They're still working on that scoreboard, and it's still, I feel bad for them because it's just not happening.
Well, I felt sorry for Marcia.
Well, yeah, it's what do you do?
Oh, goodness.
Nobody's fault. It happens.
No.
On second, now Brugger again. And Brugger breaks one tackle in the backfield, gets across the midfield stripe, and down to about the 49, maybe the 48-yard line of Cambria. It looks like they're going to mark it around the 49 is where they'll put it. And so it's going to be 3rd and about 3 to go for the Trojans, who are down 12-0. That's the bad news if you're a Dodgeland fan. Good news is we got a lot of football left to be played here. This game is far from over.
Oh, without a doubt. They put one on the scoreboard right here, and all of a sudden they get a good taste in their mouth, and we got ourselves a football game.
All right, make it 3rd and about 3. From the 49 of Cambria, Friesland. Brugger takes the hand up, and he's met immediately and stood up. He's not going anywhere. Isaac DeYoung says, "You're not going anywhere." He got right in there. I mean, the minute Brugger had the football in his hands, DeYoung was there. It's a loss of 1, and it's a 4th down for Dodgeland right on the 50-yard line. But how about DeYoung? I mean, that was just great football, great defensive play by the sophomore. Defensive tackle doing his job. All right, Brugger's going to have to punt. Here's a high floater.
Nice
Pretty good
punt.
kick, yes. And this is going to go all the way back, and it's going to go into the end zone, and it will. But I tell you, it was a heck of a kick. And,
wow.
You know, I mean, it's just unfortunate that he was not able to pin him deep, but a touchback after that one rolls into the end zone. Second quarter, it's 12-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. We're at Dodgeland High School. And let's see here. Well, Steve is about the only one that's deciding to email us tonight, so we'll just make it the Steve Liga show here. A huge shout-out to Cambria Friesland's assistant coach, Scott Watruba, who will enter the WFCA Hall of Fame for the class of 2022 as an assistant coach. And Steve says he's a phenomenal coach, an even better person, and he's been around. I mean, we talked about Jim Bilesma being around for a long time. Yeah, Scott's been around a long time, too. And that's one of the many reasons for the Hilltoppers' success over the years, the stability of their coaching staff and the great coaches that they've had. Absolutely. All right, on 1st and 10, they'll keep it on the ground. That was Trevor Krieger on the carry. And Krieger got to the 25, and it's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know that Cambria Friesland was the first Division 7 champion.
Yes,
in
they
the
were.
State of Wisconsin.
They were the first
The next
ever.
question is, what year was it?
2002.
I think you're right.
And you know why I remember that? Because I was there at that game. I was not broadcasting it. Our good friend Lance Davis was broadcasting the game.
What?
You and I, later in the day, here's a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Jones, right side, turning the corner, 30-yard line, and he has got the first down, I believe, as he's run out of bounds on the far sideline. Let's see. I thought he had enough to get the first down. Are they going to move the chains? Yeah, now they're going to move them. But yeah, that same day, Marshall played in the Division 5 state championship game against Somerset. I announced that game, and Marshall unfortunately lost that one. But Cambria Friesland won the first ever D7 title that morning at Camp Randall Stadium. And like I said, I remember it because I was there. Boy, it's hard to believe that was 19 years ago.
Geez, I didn't know Lance was out of high school.
Yeah, Lance, our good buddy Lance Davis down at ESPN Milwaukee. And on that carry, that's Krieger again. Krieger getting out to the 34-yard line, roughly. And that's going to be a gain of about 2.5, 3 yards. We'll call it 3 on the play. Yeah, I haven't seen Lance lately, but he's still calling games for the good folks in Milwaukee. And, yeah, that day he announced the Cambria-Friesland game, and I announced the Marshall game. We each got a game to call, and it was an awful lot of fun. It's never dull. Let's put it that way. All right, second down and about 7 for Cambria Friesland, and this is Bermania faking the handoff. He wants to throw across the middle. It is almost intercepted. Oh my goodness, off the fingertips of Caden Bruger, and that one was intended for, I believe, Spencer Wiersma there, but my goodness, that was close. Bruger almost had that one pulled down just off his fingertips. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 with the Hilltoppers at their own 34-yard line, moving right to left, second quarter, and they lead it 12-0.
I hate to tell you this, but I know exactly where I was that night, and I know why I wasn't there. I was roughing a basketball game.
That's right, you were. And here is Krieger, sidesteps one man, gets across the 35, out to about the 40-yard line before Christofferson takes him down. Dylan Cohn was there defensively as well. He is just shy of first down yardage. He needed about 7.5. He got about 6 on that play. And so it's going to be 4th and about 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
I even know where I went. I went to Broadhead, and I know who I refed with. Boy.
Well, you started that broadcast. I think you left early, though, and I had to finish it up. And Marshall just came up a little bit short against a very tough Somerset team. Here is a handoff to Jones up the middle. No, he's not going anywhere. Boy, there was a lot of purple jerseys there. I lost Jones in that mass of humanity. And Jones could not do anything with that. And so the ball will go over on downs to the Trojans. And look at this. They've got some pretty good field position.
That's a big turn of events right there.
It's a huge turn of events. So the Trojans, I mentioned, down 12-0 second quarter, but this is their best starting field position by far. 1st and 10 at the Cambria Friesland 40-yard line. Johnson will line up out of that pistol formation. Single receivers left and right on this first down play. Johnson wants to throw. Flag on the play. He's going to throw, and it's underthrown and incomplete. It was intended for Mikey Milford out there. Good coverage provided by Cambria Friesland's Brady Sanborn. But as I mentioned, there's a flag on the play. Came in on the far side of the field. And we'll check it out. And a false start on the Trojans. So that'll back him up 5 yards to the 45. Make it 1st and 15 now for the Trojans back at the Cambria Friesland 45. 2 receivers to the right. They motion a man, that's Stone. He's going to take the handoff. Cut back to the middle. And a little second effort as he gets down to about the 42-yard line. Well, there were white jerseys there to greet him, including Sanborn and DeYoung. So he picked up about 3.5, and it'll be 2nd and 12 now with the ball just around the 42-yard line of Cambria Friesland. This game, these two teams, I was thinking about this, and I did a little research, but these two teams traditionally meet, and we have a timeout. Timeout. Yep, timeout has been called, and our timeout is brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So, I was thinking these two teams generally almost every year play each other, and it's always in week number 2. In fact, I looked back through the archives, and if you go all the way back to 2011, so 10 years ago, these teams in the last 10 years have played every single season with the exception of 2012, they did not meet. And then, of course, last year, 2020, with the COVID pandemic. But I looked back, every single one of those games is in week 2. It's always in week 2. They always play one another. Cambria Friesland won the last time these two teams met, August 30th of 2019. 2 years ago today was the last time these two teams played. Cambria Friesland won the game 34-27, and that snapped a 3-game winning streak in the series for Dodgeland because the Trojans had won the previous 3 in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Before that, Cambria Friesland had won 4 in a row in the series, 2011, 2013, 2014, and 2015. So this game is a week 2 high school football tradition. 2 small schools that get together every year right around the same time.
And Mike, I would be ashamed of myself if I didn't tell the folks who the coach for Dodgeland was at that time. Former Waterloo High School coach Doug Miller was here for what, 3 or 4
Several
years?
years. Yes, he was. He stepped down
years?
before the 2020 season. Yep. And yeah, in fact, I was going to talk about that. Here is a 2nd down and 12. Johnson wants to throw, tosses it right side. Brugger can't come up with it, incomplete. Boy, he was well covered. There was actually 2 defenders right there. That was a kind of a dangerous throw, but Brugger still got a hand on it, just couldn't hang on. And it'll be 3rd and 12 now for the Trojans back at the Cambria Friesland 42. But, it's funny. Last year, Paul Shield took over. He had already been with the program as an assistant, but he took over as head coach when Doug Miller stepped down. That's the 2nd time in his career that he's taken over at a program for Doug Miller. Right. Because, as you remember, Paul Shield took over when Doug Miller stepped down at Waterloo.
We've got whistles and flags.
Flags and let's see what we got here. But, yeah, I was thinking about that. Paul Shield has made a habit of succeeding Doug Miller wherever he goes. Doug Miller was in Waterloo for years, decades. And when he stepped down, Paul Shield assumed the head coaching duties. Same thing happened here. Last year, Doug Miller, and the thing is, last year, Doug Miller, he didn't really want to coach, I don't think, during the pandemic, which you can't blame the guy.
Understandable.
And so Paul Shield found out, literally, I think in July, that he was going to be the head coach and didn't have a lot of time to prepare. Here is Johnson throwing on the next play. It is intercepted. And that is Jones. Yep, he's at the 40. 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and down inside the 25 of Dodgeland. Owen Jones, he's got 2 touchdowns, and now he's got an interception and a big return. He picked that one off near the 39-yard line and took it all the way down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line of Dodgeland. So Jones doing it all here, offensively and now defensively in this game.
Well, he picked it off at about the 40, Mike, so nearly a 45-yard return. I guess they called him out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So, that's nearly 40-yard return. And you could tell he was a running back when he put that ball underneath his arm and started to run. Boy, he was a load.
So now the Hilltoppers in business, 1st and 10, deep in Dodgeland territory at the 23-yard line. They lead at 12-0. Do the Toppers looking for more. Jones takes the handoff right side inside the 20, down near the 15, dragging the pile with him. Owen Jones is taken down right around the 15-yard line. In fact, that is exactly where they're going to mark it. And it's going to be 2nd and about 2 to go.
Jones now with 9 carries from scrimmage for 49 yards, Mike. And I'll tell you what, I think he has officially right now worked up a lather.
You think so, huh? That's a great line. I like that.
I would have had a lather, as they did their jumping jacks prior to the game. But
all right, Jones takes the handoff through a hole right side, and he gets down near the 10. Should have the 1st down easily. And now just want to see where they mark it here. But Owen Jones
the 11
gets it to the 11. So It's going to be 1st and 10. So with the ball at the 11, the Toppers can get it down inside the 1. They can get another first down without getting a touchdown. Right now it's 12-0 Cambria Friesland. Dodgeland, though, trying to come up with something big defensively to keep this Cambria Friesland lead from growing any larger. 1st and 10, Toppers on the Dodgeland 11. Handoff, Krieger, left side stumbles. Now breaks the tackle. He's to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Trevor Krieger from 11 yards out. And it is now 18-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. That is the first touchdown in the game by someone other than Owen Jones. And that goes for 11 yards. Second score for the Toppers in the quarter. They're third in the game. It's 18-0, and they're going to line up as per usual and go for 2. Boy, once he got into the left side there, as they go for 2, and boy, nothing happened. The 2-point conversions are have not been successful, as Isaac DeYoung took the handoff and got stuffed. But it's still 18-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. Second quarter action. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Back by popular demand, it's the Jeep Celebration. Back by popular demand, it's the Jeep Celebration event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed. While inventories may be a little lean, the deals are more than stout. Brand new 2020 Renegade Trailhawks from $23,377. Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4-wheel drives $28,347, and the all-new Chrysler Voyager at $27,745. Speaking of lean inventories, we need your trade and we'll pay up to get it. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
Well, once again, if you'd like to send us an email on the broadcast tonight, please do so. sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. Steve Liga has emailed several times tonight, but you know what? He doesn't have a monopoly on the email. You folks out there can contact us as well. We'd love to hear from you. And fielded at the 25, out to the 30, and getting tripped up near the 27-yard line. I got Ashton Rusveen. Nope, beg your pardon. Wrong. Thomas Trudeau for Dodgeland. I was looking at the wrong roster. I had a pair of 25s. But he returns it out across the 30-yard line to about the 33, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans, who now trail 18-0. But yeah, sports@dailydodge.com. Come on, send us some emails. We know you're out there watching this game, listening. And you can send me your name and who you're cheering for, where you're from, any of that stuff. We'd love to hear from you. All right, 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 33, moving left to right. They trail 18-0. Here is a toss to Stone, and Stone is dropped in the backfield for a loss. Owen Jones takes him down at around the 29-yard line for a loss of 3, and it's going to be 2nd and about 13 for the Trojans. Well, we've been talking all about Owen Jones, and why not? The guy has been phenomenal in this game. He's got 2 touchdowns. He's got an 8-yard run and a 3-yard run. And the interception where he returned it roughly about 38 yards to set up Trevor Krieger's touchdown. So he's doing it on both sides of the ball tonight. All right, on 2nd and 13, Hannah Bruger, right side, and he gets tripped up by Krieger. Trevor Krieger, I tell you what, if he doesn't trip him up there, he had a little room, it looked like, out to the near side. And Krieger limited that gain to only 2 yards. That could have been a lot more had Bruger gotten into the green grass of that wide open area there. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Trojans. In their own end, they're at their own 32-yard line. 18-0 Cambria Friesland on top. We're in the second quarter. And the give is to Stone. Stone, nowhere to go, and he's going to be dropped by Jones at about the 27-yard line. Loss of about 3 on the play, and 4th and long, and Dodgeland will have to punt it again. Boy, this Toppers defense has been really good in this game. And is that the end of the quarter? Yes. End of the quarter. So halftime, because again, for those of you just joining us, again, we have no working scoreboard, so the officials are keeping time on the field. That is the end of the second period. Halftime here at Dodgeland High School, and at the break, it is Cambria Friesland 18, Dodgeland nothing. We'll take a 2-minute break. We're back in 2 minutes on Daily Dodge TV.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30. You can have The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30. You can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99. 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99. And all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9. And Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1 featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
If a new smile is what you're looking for, we have the answer for you. Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental, where we specialize in making people smile. We promise to take the time to get to know you so we can provide you with a custom plan to help you achieve the smile of your dreams. Our experienced team looks forward to hearing from you soon. Call us today at 623-5559.
Come to Columbus Family Dental. The people here are nice, and I trust them.
Did you know that we offer Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds and ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for doing things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, setting up a direct deposit, and taking an e-statement. Every month is a new chance to qualify, and there's no penalty if you miss. Ask for Kasasa today. Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Please contact us for details.
Ergo Bank, supporting local athletes.
Is it time for a job change? Are you looking for a local, reputable company with competitive wages, shift premiums, generous PTO, on-site gyms and health clinics, and so much more? Do you love cheese? If you answered yes and are interested in a $1,000 sign-on bonus, then Grande Cheese Company is the place for you. Grande is now accepting applications to join their production teams in Brownsville, Lamira, Rubicon, Wyocena, Judah, and Fond du Lac. Come be part of the Grande family. Apply online today. Visit grande.com/careers.
We have reached halftime here at Dodgeland High School. Glad you're with us on Daily Dodge TV for Monday Night Football. And at the break, it is Cambria Friesland, the visiting Hilltoppers, leading the host Dodgeland Trojans by the score of 18-0. Justin Wilski, Ninja, is our videographer and engineer. Glad to have him back. And, of course, this is the legendary Tim Haldeman, my good friend and partner. My name is Mike Tronson. Glad you're with us as Tim and I get together for our first football broadcast in almost 2 years. Thank you very, very much, as we just had some water delivered here. I don't know what we did to deserve that, but we'll take it on a hot afternoon. Thank you very much. But it is 18-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers as we are at the break. And Tim's going to have some first half numbers for you in just a moment. I'm just going to run down the first half scoring summary in case you're maybe just joining us now at the half. But as the score would indicate, all Cambria Friesland. There was, and again, we don't have a working scoreboard here at the field tonight, so I don't have the times of these scoring plays. I can just tell you the quarter they occurred in. There was one scoring play in the first quarter. Owen Jones of Cambria Friesland ripped off an 8-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion failed. It was 6-0 Cambria Friesland in the first quarter. In fact, that was our score at the end of the first quarter. No more scoring plays in the opening period. And then Cambria Friesland found the house 2 more times in the second quarter. Owen Jones, his second touchdown run of the game, a 3-yarder came early in the second quarter. 2-point conversion failed. It was 12-0 Cambria Friesland. And then Trevor Krieger, later in the period, with an 11-yard touchdown run for Cambria Friesland. That touchdown by Krieger was set up by an interception and big 38-yard interception return by Owen Jones. The 2-point conversion failed, so it was 18-0 Cambria Friesland after that, and that's where we stand at the break, is the Hilltoppers 18 and the Trojans nothing.
And Mike, there's always some turning points in any kind of football game. It's got a couple of clubs that probably could go either way, and that interception by Jones, Mike, was no doubt to this point the turning point of this ball game, as Dodgeland was knocking on the door in Hilltopper territory, and then Jones picked off the pass, and it's very, very nice return around the right side and set him up for that third score for Krieger. Now, taking a look at some individual stats, it was rather easy, to be very honest, especially the passing statistics. The passing stats for both clubs have netted a total of 9 yards. Cambria Friesland 0 for 3. And Nathan Johnson completed his first pass of the game to Tony Stone in the first possession. Haven't completed a pass since. They've actually only tried 2, so they're 1 for 2. So normally if you have a 50% completion percentage in high school, you're doing rather well, but unfortunately when you're 1 for 2 for 9 yards, doesn't say a whole lot. So taking a look at the running stats, that's where the rubber meets the road, as they say. The Hilltoppers, 24 rushing attempts for a total of 105 yards individually. Drake Bermadia, the quarterback, 1 rush for 6 yards. Trevor Krieger, 9 rushes for 38 and a score. Owen Jones, 2 scores, 10 rushes for a total of 52 yards. And Isaac DeYoung, 4 totes for a total of 9. For the Dodgeland Trojans, as I mentioned, 9 yards passing and 15 carries on the ground for a total of 17 yards. Total net yards for the Trojans, 26. So rather easy to figure things out. It's called the trenches up front. The guys in the white shirts out there with the red stripes on their shoulders are pretty much handling things. But, hey, you know what? That's why we play the second half. And funnier things have happened in the game of football.
Yeah, look at the strides that Cambria Friesland has made already from week 1 to week 2. I don't know if I mentioned this at the outset, but we talked about Cambria Friesland having a very small roster. I mean, the enrollment of the school is very small, only about 110 kids in the entire school. Cambria Friesland, they managed only 97 yards of total offense in their season opening loss to Partyville. Didn't score. They were shut out in that game. Here in the first half of this one, their week 2 game, they've already got 3 touchdowns. And their defense, which gave up 24 points to Partyville, is playing lights out. And as you mentioned, the Trojans have found it very tough going on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, some turnovers have helped along the way, but I tell you what, Cambria Friesland, just the strides they've made from week 1 to week 2, pretty impressive. And I mentioned this, that Cambria Friesland only has 2 seniors on their roster. 2 seniors is all they have. If you look, and Tim, you can see it in front of you, the bulk of the roster is freshmen and juniors on this team. But you know what? It just, I've seen this song and dance before, because I've been in this area this is now my 25th year, and Tim, you've been around longer than I have. But it doesn't really matter what the complement of players is. Jim Bilesma and his staff, every year, it never seems to be a rebuilding type of thing. It just seems to be a reloading or adjustment type of thing. And it's just impressive what they are able to do at that school year in and year out and compete the way they do. And very impressive first half for Cambria Friesland, no doubt.
Well, the gentleman that wrote in, Mike, and I think he's got a...
he knows a thing or two about coaching, Steve Liga.
I think he's got the nail on the head there a little bit, very honestly, and the fact that you've got one of his coaches that's going into the High School Hall of Fame.
Scott Wotruba,
as an assistant coach.
An assistant.
You take 2 guys with that kind of massive experience in high school football, it just instills an awful lot of confidence in young people. These kids are, 14 to 17 years old, and they're still able to get influenced by by people who are in the know, people with experience, and they're able to get their attention and say, fellas, you know what, if you do some things the right way, and it's not just out here on the football field, Mike. Football teaches way too many other things than just the game of football. Mike, I've had this conversation. I'm going to get a little philosophical here because we got plenty of time to fill. And Mike says, please go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
But what I'm getting at is I personally love the game of football. I love watching it. I do not know the X's and the O's because I played my freshman year and I was the tackling dummy in more ways than one. All right. I'm sorry to say, but I come from a little dinky high school about the size of Cambria. And back then, Mike, you know, when you got dinged, you just got dinged. All right. Nowadays, you're sitting out for a few weeks with a concussion. You know, I was holding bags and getting pummeled by seniors because we had to play against these guys. There was only a certain way that you had enough people to scrimmage against. And, well, you know, I ended up flat in my back most of the time, and I was 5'4", 120 pounds. Couldn't run very fast either. Couldn't run away fast enough. And for those kids that enjoy the aggression and, you know, the chance to hit people and enjoy that type of thing, football is wonderful. And the lessons learned, Mike, are absolutely beyond compare. I think in probably any other sport, football will teach you life lessons, and the fact that, you know, you got to depend on the dude next to you and the dude next to him and the dude next to him. And you got to you know, count on the guys on the bench that, you know, beat on you during the week and try to make you better. And it is a bit of a learning process, to say the least, the game of football. And it's an amazing thing, and it has made men out of some pretty scared boys, you know, throughout the last century plus.
Point well taken. And I'm going to expand on that just a little bit in the case of Cambria Friesland, Tim, because as I was listening to you talk about that.
It's called a filibuster.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you should be in Washington, D.C.
Oh, no.
But anyways,
No.
You know, another reason for Cambria Friesland's, you know, success and the reason they can field a team and have the roster they do at such a small school. Another thing that I haven't talked about, but this is so true, is, and I think you can say this in a lot of different years for Cambria, but a lot of the players on this year's team, their fathers went to Cambria Friesland, played for Coach Bilesma. They were part of this program when they were in high school, and they know the life lessons that, as you were just talking about, Tim, they know the life lessons this game can teach. And so not only do they want their sons to be able to have that experience, but they know how beneficial it is for the life lessons that they learn. And they went through this program with Coach Bilesma. Now they want their kids to do the same thing, and they are. And that's something that maybe isn't talked about a lot, but it's absolutely true.
Mike, I'll tell you what, 39 years. You know, I'll tell you what, Coach Bilesma's probably working on his third generation, at least. You know, I guarantee you. There's got to be somebody out there listening to us right now. There's got to be somebody out there. And I know you old-timers, you're definitely into your late 60s, 70s, maybe even further. You know, grandpas, great-grandpas, whoever are out there. And computers might be a little difficult for you. But, you know, call up your grandchild and ask them to come on over and type a quick email to Mike and I and say, hey, listen, I was in the class of, 59.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
A class of 59 at Cambria Friesland High School. Proud of it. And my grandson, pick one, okay? Whoever is,
yeah.
Drake Bermania, the quarterback, is out there tonight, and he's my grandson, you know, and he's probably got 3 or 4 cousins out there too, chances are. So that's pretty cool.
I think you can say that too probably in a lot of small towns. I mean, you might be able to say that the same thing for Dodgeland. Absolutely. Or you might be able to go over to Horicon or Heustisport and say the same thing in certain cases. So I don't think it's just exclusive to Cambria Friesland. Certainly it's not. But I know that, for a fact that there are a lot of kids on this year's roster whose dads were also through this program. But, yeah, if you want to send us an email, I don't care if you're a fan of Cambria Friesland or if you're a Dodgeland fan, we'd like to hear from you. We heard from Steve Liga earlier. We want to hear from you. sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Send us that message live, and we'll get you on the air tonight with a shout-out. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. In fact, I just got a message here from Wade. This is Wade in Beaver Dam, says he's cheering for Mike and Tim. That's Wade Bates, by the way. Wade, thanks for checking in, my friend.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, when they came up with the old term one of a kind, that's Wade Bates.
They were looking at Wade, yeah.
I'm telling you, folks, holy man, that dude is beyond one of a kind.
He does a great job. He's our friend and colleague, and
yes,
we love him.
He is.
Wade Bates checking in. Yeah, but sports@dailydodge.com if you want to send me an email. Please do. We'd love to get you on in the second half. Tonight's game is a presentation of Columbus Family Dental. And tonight's game also brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank supporting local athletes, and McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Well, by the way, if you're enjoying this broadcast, and how could you not with Tim Haldeman here, but we will have another football game for you a week from this Friday, which was going to be September 10th. In fact, that night, Tim, you and I will head over to Fall River as Fall River Rio will entertain Randolph in a big game. That's our next broadcast coming up Friday night, September 10th. We actually don't have a game this coming Friday. It's the Labor Day weekend, and we're a little short-staffed, and I'll be out of town. So we're on for Fall River Rio and Randolph on September 10th. That'll be a 7 o'clock start, pregame show around 6:40 here on Daily Dodge TV.
I'm bringing the champagne.
Oh, you are? Huh? Okay.
You know why?
Why is that?
Fall River? What are we going to christen at Fall River?
The new field. Well, it was already been christened. I mean,
we've
that would
never
be our.
worked
Yeah,
a
we've
game
never
there.
worked a game there. Right. We're
going to christen it.
Yeah, this is not its first year. Right.
Yes.
So, all right, well, you do that then, and I'd be happy to.
The city of Fall River, I've already been told that the city of Fall River is rolling out the red carpet for you and I.
Well, why wouldn't they? I mean, my goodness.
Without a doubt.
By the way, we mentioned this is a short week now for these two schools because they both have games coming up on Friday night. This Friday, September 3rd, Cambria Friesland will head home to entertain St. John's Northwestern Military Academy. That's a 7 o'clock start. Meanwhile, for the Trojans, they are going to be home again this Friday night, hosting Clinton. In fact, this is game number 2 of a season-opening 4-game homestand for Dodgeland. So, boy, what a nice month of August/September for the Trojans, as they don't have to get on a bus to go anywhere. Their first road game is not until September 17th at Cambridge. So a very home-friendly schedule this year for the Trojans. 6 home games and only 3 road games. And, hey, not a bad thing. Keeps you close to home, keeps you more, I guess, centered to your routine. But that's the way it looks for
I'll tell you,
the Trojans.
The local bus company doesn't like it, though.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. Well, yeah,
there's always an exception.
Yeah, there's always an exception, I suppose. Exactly. I heard this on one of Wade Bates' excellent sports reports the other day, but we talked about a little bit early in the broadcast. John Eppenfeldt of Dodgeland, Big John, as he's called by his coach, he is on the watch list for the Joe Thomas Award, which is given annually to the top linemen in the state of Wisconsin. Of course, Eppenfeldt, a second-team All-Eastern Suburban Conference pick last year. And as I said, he is a finalist for that award that will be announced later this year. Caden Bruger had a couple of touchdowns in the season opener, and he was a second-team All-Conference pick at safety last year. Dodgeland has a couple of players back this year that sat out last year because of the COVID pandemic. These are players that played in 2019 but sat out last year, and they're now back this year. Brendan Rushing, Tristan Hahn, Rogan Durgee all back this year. And you can probably, and actually I think you can say that about Cambria Friesland as a player. Benji Seitz missed his junior season because of COVID-19. And Cambria Friesland also with a couple of transfers this year. Tanner Gollum transferred in from Rio, and Parker Boomsma came in from Randolph. So, that's just typical, I guess. You see that. You see You know, with open enrollment, you see transfers, but that pandemic, boy, that just kind of threw everything.
I just heard a name there. Brendan Rushing. Give me his stats, would you please? How big is he?
You'd have to take a look.
I've known that little fella since he was just a little fella.
He's not so little anymore.
No, no. I actually have done business with a family since he was born, and I'm glad you brought up his name.
All right. Ruger kicking off to start the second half for Dodgeland. Jones has it at the 12. He goes to the middle of the field. He's to the 15. Going left side now. Now turning the corner 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He could go. 40 down the left sideline. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. How about an 88-yard kickoff return for Owen Jones?
Third touchdown of the night.
What a start to the second half. An 88-yard return on the opening kickoff of the second half for Owen Jones. He's got the hat trick, his third touchdown of the night. And just like that, it's 24-0 Cambria Friesland.
Well, he picked it off at the near hash mark, right at the 12, as you mentioned, Mike. And he had himself a stockade of blockers around the far sideline. And I don't know if anybody got a hand on him. Didn't look like it from here.
I don't believe that anybody did. My goodness. Jones is having a night. And the Toppers now lead at 24-0 with a 2-point conversion pending. We're just underway in the third quarter. So here is Bermania under center. Gives it to DeYoung. Straight ahead and into the pile, and he did not get in. 2-point conversion fails, but it's now 24-0 Hilltoppers. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Did you know that we offer Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for doing things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, setting up a direct deposit, and taking an e-statement. Every month is a new chance to qualify, and there's no penalty if you miss. Ask for Kasasa today. Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Please contact us for details.
Ergo Bank, supporting local athletes.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb. This world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
24-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. Early third quarter. And Tony Stone goes back deep to receive this kick for the Dodgeland Trojans. He's standing at his own 20-yard line. And here is the approach and the kick. Short kick, bouncing ball. Going to be fielded, and breaking tackles was Braxton Cohn out near the 32-yard line. Yeah, a very short kick that Cohn had to take. One of the up men, and he got out to the 35. Didn't have much of a chance to make a big return on that one. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 35. Had to wait for a second as they had one official walking on the 35, and then the other one hadn't put the ball down, but that's where it'll be. 1st and 10. Again, we don't have a working scoreboard. The scoreboard is on the fritz here at the field tonight, so the officials are keeping time on the field. So that's why we don't have the times of the scoring plays, or we can't tell you exactly how much time is left in the quarter, but we're doing okay otherwise. And there's a handoff, and this is Cohn, and he has stood up as I don't think he even got back. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? I guess he did, but no gain or loss, as the Cambria defense has been tough all night long. And once again, nowhere to go up the heart of that defense for Cohn and the Trojans, who find themselves in a 2nd and 10 at their own 35, moving right to left third quarter.
Well, as I mentioned in the first half, the Trojans 15 carries from scrimmage for 17 yards. Pretty easy to come up with an average.
Yep. On 2nd down, fumble. Brugger fumbles the handoff, and now we've got he recovered it though. And boy, I tell you what, Big number 52, Tate DeJager, was right there. So if Brugger doesn't have quick hands, DeJager's going to come up with that one. The defensive tackle, but boy, credit Brugger for recovering the fumble, and it's a loss of a yard on the play, so it's 3rd and 11 back at the 34-yard line. Now we've got a whistle. What do we got? We have a momentary, I'm not sure what the delay was for, but anyways, we're ready to go. And back to throw. Johnson throws. It's incomplete through the hands of the intended target, Tony Stone. And so 3 and out and a 4th down coming up. Punting situation here for Dodgeland. Brugger will have to kick it, and Trevor Krieger is going to be the deep man to receive this punt for Cambria Friesland. And you would stand to think that they're going to get pretty good field position out of this once again. Already leading 24-0. Here's a, my goodness, high infield fly as this one goes out of bounds near the 43-yard line of Cambria Friesland. And now they're marking it at the 44, actually. But, boy, that was not.
There was 2 outs.
Oh, there were. Okay,
sorry. You can't have an infield fly with 2 outs. Sorry.
We don't have a working scoreboard. I didn't realize
okay.
So.
Yeah, that was definitely an
Is that something more up your alley there? Is that a terminology that you can understand, Tim?
I can handle that one.
You're, of course, for the folks that don't know out there in Daily Dodge TV land, Tim is a longtime baseball umpire and a very good one at that.
And I'm also a baseball umpire masquerading as a basketball official all winter long.
Have you ever officiated football? Have you ever?
That's a long story.
Well, and everybody breathes a sigh of relief. 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland from their own 44. And the handoff to Krieger, and Krieger, he's taken down to the backfield. Penalty flag comes in at the end of the play. That was Louis White that brought him down, and as I said, the flag came in at the end of the play. Face mask on Dodgeland.
Oh.
Ouch. Well, is this the 5-yard variety or the?
Now to go back to your officiating that I have done in my career of officiating, I did junior high flag football for 17 years. And I'll tell you, I would wish right now that Steve Leistico, my good friend from Waterloo,
I know Steve very well.
Longtime baseball,
longtime coach,
basketball coach as well. Steve and I officiated junior high flag football for 17 years. And I'll be very honest, I never read the rules. Because nobody really knew the rules.
Oh, my goodness.
We just made it fair.
I shake my head. It's 1st down and about 2 after the face mask penalty. At the ball at the 48, and the handoff to DeYoung. And a second effort gets him, I think, a 1st down as he was going to be stuffed. In a second effort, he was able to get down to the 45-yard line of Dodgeland. Boy, we've seen that 3 or 4 times in this game where Dodgeland really had Cambria dead to rights, and they were able to turn nothing into something. I mean, that's just never giving up on the play. 1st down and 10.
We got a whistle, stoppage of play.
Our officials.
Mike, I got to tell you this one.
Okay, all right.
I got here 45 minutes prior to the broadcast. I mentioned this to you, but as I was putting on my wardrobe for this game here, changing clothes a little bit, and here was one of the officials who I don't happen to know, this particular crew. And as you could well imagine, it was 4:15 and it was quite hot. It was, low 80s.
Yes, it was.
And I said to this gentleman who had his long pants on, I said, my goodness. I said, wouldn't this be a really nice night to bring out the shorts? And he goes, oh, no. He says, you can't do that. That's not professional.
To wear shorts at a varsity football game.
To wear shorts in a varsity football game. So about 30 seconds later, here comes one of his buddies, pulls in right beside him.
He's got shorts on, doesn't he?
And he goes, hey, how come you didn't tell me to bring my black shorts?
Oh.
So something was
up,
missed in communication there.
I guess. 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland at the 45 of Dodgeland. Bermania looking to throw, fake the handoff. Still running with it, tucks it under, flag on the play. 45, and he's ushered out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage by Brugger. There's a flag down. Let's check this out. He said he had a man open downfield, too.
21 was literally
holding on Cambria Friesland.
Behind everybody. But he just had so many people
Brady
chasing
Sanborn.
him. He couldn't square up to throw the ball, but I guarantee you, I think Aaron Rodgers might have been able to complete that one.
I know Coach Jim Biles was very happy so far with Drake Bermania taking over at the quarterback spot this year. Kobe Smith lost to graduation, and he says that, Bermania was a first-team all-conference pick at wide receiver in 2020. So a big change for him this year, going from receiver to quarterback. And you know what? He's doing a good job with his leadership. I know Coach Bausma, I know it's only 2 games in, but he's very happy with what he's seeing so far. And he says the biggest improvement I think he's made already is some of his footwork is what he's really happy about. All right, so first and long now, first and a country mile, as the Toppers are back at their own 39-yard line. They've got to get to the 35 of Dodge, and handoff going nowhere is Krieger, as Louis White was there. And Jace Christofferson also helping out on that play. Another loss. And a loss back to the 38, so it's a loss of another yard. Again, they've got to get all the way down to the 35-yard line of Dodgeland to get a first down.
Just call it a furlong, Mike.
About 27 yards to go to get a first down. We're in the third quarter. It's 24-0. Cambria Friesland leading Dodgeland. And a second and long for the Toppers from their own 38. Faking the handoff, Bermania looking to throw. Left side, Jones makes the catch. He's to the 50. Breaks a tackle, 45. Breaks another tackle. He's to the 40. Down near the first down yardage.
Short.
Oh, my goodness. Owen Jones, he broke at least 2 tackles, maybe 3 on the play. Very close to the first down stick.
25-yard game.
Yeah, 25,
26.
almost 26 yards on the play. It's going to turn a first and 27 into, or a second and 27 into a third and about a yard. My goodness, what a play. A great run after the catch by Jones, who has been just outstanding in this game. Owen Jones last year, 471 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns in the shortened 2020 season. He's picking right up where he left off. Handoff. Here's Jones again. He's to the right side, 35, trying to cut the corner. Now breaks one tackle. He can't get it out of the grasp of the defender. Thought he was going to break another tackle as Christofferson was able to hang on and bring him down. But Jones takes it to the 31-yard line of Dodgeland. And we have timeout, I believe, of an injured player, it looks like. Somebody down on the far side for Cambria Friesland. Yeah, I mean, Cambria Friesland last year, they played, I want to say they played 5 games. They did. They were supposed to play a 6th game, but had to forfeit to Randolph at the end of the season. But they managed to win 4 out of the 5 games they played. And right now we have a timeout for an injured player. Is that looks like a cramp? Yeah, it looks like a cramp out there. But yeah, Cambria Friesland last year, 4-1 in the 5 games that they played. Their official record was 4-2 because of the forfeit. Dodgeland last year played 6 games and lost all 6. But I guess if you would probably talk to these players and coaches, they were probably, even though it was not the ideal situation, they were probably glad just to be able to play the games that they did. And I know for me last year, I was only able to broadcast a handful of games, and even though it wasn't the norm with you and me, Tim, I was just happy to have a couple of games anywhere to do. And I think that's the biggest thing that we all probably learned after last year is that, you know what, even the little things, you just can't take them for granted. You just can't do it. And we all had to learn to adapt after last year. And you know what? Yeah, there's been a lot of things in the last year and a half that haven't been maybe the way we'd like them, the most ideal. But you know what? We're back here and we're doing this, and that's all that matters right now. And I'm not taking it for granted, that's for sure. I don't know about you, Tim, but that's the way I feel about it. All right, so that's as close as I'm going to get to being philosophical.
I'm not.
You did it. I guess I was going to do it too.
I'm not going to touch it.
And but no, I'm being serious here, Tim. I'm just and I don't care what your opinion is of anything, but I'm just saying that's the way I feel about it. I think we should all be very fortunate and feel fortunate that here we are watching football again. And I've got the player up and off he goes. Let's see, that was that's 76.
Yep.
That's Benji Seitz. I was talking about him earlier. Inside linebacker on defense, and he's a guard on offense. He's a junior, 5'9", 175. Good to see him walking off under his own power. So Benji Seitz over to the sideline. But like I said, it looked like it was a cramp that they were working on there. And it's 1st and 10, Cambria Friesland. And they are in Dodgeland territory at the 31-yard line. leading this game 24-0 third quarter. Bermania back under center. And Bermania surveys the defense. They motion a man. That's Krieger. He'll take the handoff. Left side he goes. Following his blocker. Stumbles.
Whoa.
And he...
The old turf monster
Yeah,
got him.
the old turf monster got him right around the 30-yard line. Boy, he had a head of steam too, but just he lost his footing as he was trying to turn the corner, so that could have been a lot more. It's a pickup of about a yard, and a 2nd and 9 coming up for Cambria Friesland, now at the Dodgeland 30-yard line. But trying to kind of put this game away, so to speak, late third quarter. Owen Jones has a trio of touchdowns in this game, and he also has an interception return, a big one that set up a touchdown, and one of those touchdowns that I talked about was an 88-yard kickoff return. So he's been doing it all tonight. On 2nd and 9, straight up the middle, Krieger running up the middle, and he's taken down. Big number 70, John Eppenfeldt. Talking about him earlier. John Eppenfeldt in on the stop, along with Jace Christofferson, I believe, was there. And it's a gain of close to 6. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 as the ball is just inside the 25-yard line of Dodgeland. Big John, 6'5", 298, and a senior. That's probably a reference that the young people don't understand. Remember the song Big John? That's an oldie. As Christofferson takes down Krieger trying to go to the left side. That's an old Jimmy Dean song from the 1960s there. Big John.
Big Bad John. Big
Bad John, yes. That's for you younger folks, Google it. You'll find out what I'm talking about. They're like, what is he talking about? I think I have that on vinyl somewhere, or at least my dad probably had it on vinyl.
Jeff Hall does.
I know he probably does. It's 4th and about 3. Toppers driving, trying to add to the big lead. And Bermania turns around, fakes the handoff. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Being chased, throws on the run, incomplete. He was being chased and kind of running for his life, incomplete on the near side. And the ball's going to go over on downs to the Trojans, and that's a big stop for them. Again, they have their work cut out for them, though, down 24-0 second half.
But it's a big stop, but also a number of plays ran on that particular possession right there, which doesn't favor the Trojans. One solitary bit down 4 scores.
So Dodgeland gets the ball on downs, 1st and 10, and it's spotted just shy of the 25-yard line. So they go right to left. They're going to put 2 receivers on the right side. Johnson, the quarterback, in that familiar pistol on this 1st and 10 play as they motion a man. And blow snap bobbled, and he was able to pounce on it. Was the quarterback, Johnson, but a loss on the play of a couple. They're going to mark it back around the 20, was it the 21 maybe? So 2nd and about 13 to go. And a tough night here for the Trojans. But I think we can give a lot of credit to the Hilltoppers in this one. Their defense has been phenomenal, and they're causing fits all night long. And here is Johnson handing it off. Brugger trying to get it to the outside, and gets taken down. And that was Sanborn there defensively. So was Carter Drews. And a pickup of only about 2 yards, 3rd and 11 coming up for Dodgeland, trailing in this game 24-0. And they'll put 2 receivers on the far side again. Pretty much the same formation as the last play. Brugger in the backfield behind Johnson out of the pistol. He'll hand it off, and that's Stone. Cuts up the middle and gets across the 25 to about the 26, but that's it. And it's 4th and 9 after a gain of only 2, and another punting situation for the Trojans. Brugger has been busy back there tonight, and that's never a good thing when your punter is a busy guy. And we have a whistle. Is that?
Timeout.
Timeout. Timeout called by Cambria Friesland, brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let's step aside. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Backed by popular demand, it's the Jeep Celebration event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed. While inventories may be a little lean, the deals are more than stout. Brand new 2020 Renegade Trailhawks from $23,377. Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4-wheel drives $28,347, and the all-new Chrysler Voyager at $27,745. Speaking of lean inventories, we need your trade and we'll pay up to get it. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
Justin Wilski, busy being our videographer and engineer tonight. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman up in the booth. Third quarter action. It's now a fourth down for Dodgeland from their own 25 punting situation. And the snap dug out by Bruger. He gets the kick away, and it's a good one.
His knee was down.
Well, was it down?
Yep, his knee was down.
Oh, they are saying it was down. Okay.
Yep.
And that is a tough break for Dodgeland as the snap was low, and Bruger, the punter, had to go down on his knee to get it. And, well, in high school football, when you go down on a knee and grab the ball, the play's over. You're down. And so after he got the kickoff, I was thinking, oh, that's lucky. No, it wasn't a lucky break. They ruled him down. And so for Cambria Friesland leading 24-0, they now have an extremely short field. They've got it 1st and 10 deep in Dodgeland territory. And where are they marking it, folks? They haven't put it down yet.
About the 15.
Looks like the 14. Yeah, I think the 14 is, they're going to put it right there. So 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers at the 14. That is tough. That is the snap was a little bit short, and that's unfortunate. 1st and 10. Toppers at the Dodgeland 14. Vermania gives it to Krieger, left side, trying to turn the ground. Nice cutback. He's still on his feet, spinning down near the 5. Oh, what a great spin move. Keeping his balance there to stay on his feet, and he picks up about 7 yards on that first down run. So 2nd and 3 coming up from the 7-yard line. I would think we got to be getting near the end of the quarter here, don't we?
I would sure think.
Again, we don't have a working scoreboard, but the officials have done a nice job tonight keeping the time manually down on the field. You know what? That's a minor inconvenience. Those things happen once in a while. 2nd and 3 from the 7. Give is to DeYoung. DeYoung straight ahead, pushing the pile near the 5-yard line, and there's purple jerseys there.
Got 2 out of the 3. Yep.
Yep. So it was Dylan Robbie and Joey Stats, the two kind of combined to make the play there for Dodgeland. It's a 3rd and 1 after a gain of 2. 3rd and 1 for the Hilltoppers with the ball now right around the 5-yard line of Dodgeland. Bermania under center. Looks left, looks right. Takes the snap, gives it to Krieger, left side. And he's stuffed.
Didn't get it.
Boy, it looked like there was a small hole there for him to get through, but it closed quickly. And I don't know that he got anything on that play. Looks like no gain or loss, we're going to call it. So it's 4th down and 1 for Cambria Friesland. They lead it 24-0 third quarter. And they're threatening here, trying to add to the advantage. They've got a 4th down and 1 at the Dodgeland 5-yard line. On this 4th down play, Bermania will keep it. Runs with it up the middle, and did he get in? Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. So the keeper that time for the quarterback, Bermania, that's his first touchdown. And it's now 30-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
What, it's about a 6-yard run, Mike?
About a 5, yeah,
yard?
I'd call it 5.
5, okay.
Again, check your local box score tomorrow because I'm sure if we're not accurate, they'll have the right one.
Don't check it in the State Journal.
What is that? Oh, yeah, they don't have a sports editor anymore, do they? A prep sports editor. 2-point conversion try here. Yeah, that's too
another
bad.
subject.
That's too bad. Yep.
That's another subject for another
So here's
day.
the 2-point conversion try. All of them tonight have failed for Cambria. This one, DeYoung on the carry, lunging. He got in. That's a 2-point conversion. So it's 32-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. Late third quarter. We'll step aside. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville. My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
So it is now 32-0. Cambria Friesland leading Dodgeland. Late third quarter here in Juneau on a beautiful Monday evening. And that short kick, end over end, going to be fielded. Oh, it gets by the up man, and he has to go back to get it. That was Braxton Cohn. Oh, my, that's a live ball. So he overran it, and he was lucky to go back and be able to scoop that up in time because there was a Cambria Friesland player in the vicinity. That's a live football, and I tell you what, he doesn't go back quickly and scoop that up. It's Cambria Friesland football. 32-0 though, Hilltoppers, and Owen Jones, 3 touchdowns in this game. Trevor Krieger with a touchdown in this game. And Drake Bermania now getting into the scoring column with a 5-yard touchdown and a quarterback keeper a moment ago. 32-0 Hilltoppers lead. Trojans have it 1st and 10 in their own end. Johnson. Whoop, we have a new quarterback. We have a handoff, and that's Tony Stone. And we have a new quarterback.
We have an injury.
Well, let's see here. So, or no, we didn't. I thought they had replaced their quarterback. No, they hadn't. Johnson's still out there. But we do have a injured Cambria Friesland player, and it is actually Benji Seitz who's down. Yeah. And he was down earlier, if you remember. They were working on him a little bit. And so they're going to tend to him right now. Late third quarter. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you. And again, if you would like to send us an email, again, sports@dailydodge.com. You can send it to sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, and who you're cheering for. I'd be happy to give you a shout-out. Steve Liga, Wade Bates have already checked in tonight. We can hear from you, too. We'd love to. And tell us who you're rooting for. And we'll give you your 10 seconds of fame. Again, as they tend to Benji Seitz, we have a delay here. Again, a reminder that our next area high school football game here on Daily Dodge TV comes up a week from this Friday, September 10th. We're going to be in Fall River as the Fall River Rio Co-op will entertain Randolph. That's on Friday night, September 10th. You'll watch it right here on Daily Dodge TV with our coverage beginning around 6:40. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Now there will be a Beaver Dam football game this Friday night on Daily Dodge TV, but no area game. We're a little short-staffed. I'm going to be out of town, and Tim, you'll be doing whatever it is you do when you're not here. So we'll be back at it on September 10th. Looking forward to that one. And you'll be able to watch the Beaver Dam game this coming Friday night, September 3rd, with Wade Bates and Tim Ladrin on the call of that one. All right, so just about ready to get back to live action here. Second, and this has been a long third quarter, hasn't it?
We haven't heard from Tim Ladrin tonight. Of all people, he should be listening to us to try to understand how you do it right. Right?
I think it should be the other way around. Here is Johnson on the keeper. Coming to the near side, and he gets taken down at around the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. So a 6-yard gain approximately. Third and a long 4 or a short 5 for Dodgeland. Yeah, they mark it actually back at the 38 is where they put it.
You know, I usually see Tim Ladrin on a basketball floor. And
that's where we usually see him, yes.
And I'm the one in the black and white shirt with the whistle running down the court. Boy, I can't.
You're his friend.
I can't wait to get the wrath of Tim Ladrin come next year for what I just said.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson looking to throw, tosses it out right side. Brugger makes the catch. He's upended immediately. Trevor Krieger was there, and it's a loss on the play of 6, almost 7. They're going to mark it back around the 25, 26-yard line, 4th and 12 there. And Brugger will have to punt it away. And now we have a whistle, and is that the end of the quarter finally?
Yep.
End of the quarter. So, after 3 complete, it is now Cambria Friesland 32 and Dodgeland nothing. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Pine Hills Trucking is hiring, and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, is taking a different approach. He wants to know what you would like to get paid. If you've been looking for a career where you're appreciated and treated well, where your equipment is top of the line and well cared for, and you're a good worker, this is your chance to build your future. Call Bob today at 920-887-8337 and have a conversation with him. Tell him what you need in your career. That's 920-887-8337.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
And once again, tonight's game brought to you by our presenting video sponsor, Columbus Family Dental. Tonight's game also brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, American Family Insurance, Kevin Carnine, your local agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank, supporting local athletes, and McKinstry's Home Furnishings, along with Ninja and Tim Haldeman, Mike Tronson with you. 4th quarter getting underway in beautiful Juneau, where it is 32-0 in favor of the visitors from Cambria Friesland. Dodgeland with a 4th down and 11. They have to punt it, and they punt it. It's a high end-over-end kick that goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. And let's see where it's marked, but it's going to be around the 40-yard line or so of Cambria Friesland. So once again, the Hilltoppers with a big lead and excellent field position to start their first drive of the 4th quarter.
Say, is it fair to give birthday wishes on a
Why not?
football game, is it?
Who's got a birthday?
Tomorrow, my good friend Donnie White, out there on Highway G heading towards Randolph in Westford Township. We renewed an old friendship the other night at a buddy of ours' birthday party, and hadn't seen him in like a coon's age.
That's a term I've never heard before.
You've
a
never heard that
coon's
one?
age.
Oh, come on. You just ain't been around.
Well, I'm not as old and decrepit as you are, but
well, that's true. I won't argue.
I mean, really. All right, Cambria Friesland with a first and 10. Oh, it's good to be back.
Hey, look at this.
And that is a big run up the middle for Trevor Krieger as he gets across the midfield stripe to the 49-yard line and a first down. Nice pickup there. A burst of speed up the middle for Trevor Krieger.
We're going to give him 12.
Yeah, I say 12 yards on the play. And
he's got 16 totes for 61 yards tonight.
We've talked so much about Owen Jones, but he's done a nice job tonight. He's got a touchdown in the game. Done a very nice job. All right, 1st and 10, Hilltoppers on the Dodgeland 49. And this is Krieger again. This time not going as far because Christofferson had that one snuffed out pretty quickly. He still managed a gain of about 3 on the play, but 2nd and 7 coming up after Christofferson limits the damage. Still want to know what they're building out there beyond the cornfield, out on the other side of the field.
If anybody knows,
a big structure is being put up out there.
Give us a holler.
Of course, we talked about this beautiful facility here at Dodgeland High School. Well, didn't they pass a referendum recently? They're in the middle of some big renovations around here.
I saw the construction.
Yeah, I mean, it's as that one is going nowhere. DeYoung that time gets snuffed out. And, I mean, I was here when they, decided, that they were going to build this new school complex right here. And that was 20-some-odd years ago. And now they're a lot of upgrades they're making, wow, hats off to them for
the gentleman doing the.
Well,
TV
this is the
right
legendary Bob Sweeney. You know him, don't you? I mean, videotaping the game to our right.
But
Bob, you were sitting in a seat, which is why he doesn't like you.
No, are you a Juneau resident? Just outside of town, you pay taxes here, and you don't know how your money's being spent.
All right, here's Permania being chased out of the pocket, running to the right side, and he's going to just run out of bounds. I forgot there was a play going on. You had me laughing.
Oh, what's that? Oh, you don't know either.
He doesn't know what's being built over there either.
You don't know what's being built in the school, or do you?
Yeah, they're adding technology.
Technology wing, right? Or STEM wing or something like
Stem cell?
Not stem cell, but
see how much I know.
But no, I mean, hats off. That's going to be great, and. But yeah, Bob was a little, you were sitting in Bob's seat when he got here, and he kind of had to kick you out. And I've been wanting to kick you out for years, but he had the guts to do it.
He's a fixture here.
So there you go. As the handoff goes to Krieger, coming near side, and he's stuffed right near the line of scrimmage. So that was Braxton Cohn there. Also was Caleb Roy defensively. So the ball goes over on downs there, as we were so busy talking about referendums and cornfields that we didn't realize it was 4th down. Pay attention here, guys. It's Dodgeland football. They take over. Yeah, it's 32-0. We know that, and we know we're in the 4th quarter.
Well, even Howard.
We just don't know where we're going after the game.
Howard
That's the only thing we don't know.
Don and all those boys, back in the day, they that's how Don Meredith came up with his
Dandy
favorite
Don
tune.
All right. Johnson, the toss goes to Braxton Cohn, left side, across midfield, and he's taken down over on the far side of the field, very close to the first down marker. Let's see, did he get it?
He got 9.
He got 9. All right, so they're going to mark him right around the 47-yard line of Cambria Friesland. Oh, it was a first down. Beg your pardon. It was a first down because they moved the chains. So, yeah, he got enough.
That was the biggest play from scrimmage tonight for the Trojans. 10 yards.
All right, on 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Going in motion, and boy, that one, they muffed exchange, but Cohn was able to pick it up and
got a yard.
Got a yard or so, yeah.
So it is
2nd and 9 coming up after the gain of 1. We had a little bit of a breeze when we got here today, but boy, it really is. It's not doing much at all right now, and that flag is not hardly moving over there to our right. And tell you, just standing here, you kind of feel it. You feel the humidity a little bit, don't you? Those players got to be feeling it right now. On 2nd and 9, and Johnson being chased, throws on the run. It is going to be caught. That's Tristan Hahn inside the 30, down near the 25 of Cambria Friesland. Johnson throwing on the run. The tight end, Tristan Hahn, hauls it in for a big gainer and a first down. Dodgeland at the Cambria Friesland 24-yard line. Or 25, beg your pardon. They're going to put it back. Well, now they can't make up their mind. It is a 24.
We'll make it 23 then. 23
there you
yards.
go, 23.
Nathan Johnson now 3, 4, 5 for a total of 30 yards.
Johnson out of that pistol on 1st and 10. And the play is blown dead as they snap it. And what do we got? False start on Dodgeland. That'll cost them 5. Got another email here from our good friend Steve Laga. He's the only one with the guts enough to email us tonight. Him and Wade Bates. He says, thank you for a very entertaining evening. You guys rock. Keep up the fantastic work. Coach, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for those kind words. As the toss goes to Tony Stone, right side, and he gets taken down by Krieger and company. Coach Liga's been checking in off and on tonight from the Cochrane Fountain City area. That's a beautiful area up there. My goodness. I don't get up that way very often, but my goodness. Well, actually, he said he was watching in Winona, I believe. Winona, Minnesota. But southeastern Minnesota, the western Wisconsin, up along the Mississippi River area there, absolutely one of my favorite spots. It's just a gorgeous area. A lot of great scenery. Love it up there. All right, here's Johnson taking the snap. And he wants to throw, and he got hit, I think, as he threw, and he got taken down. Pass is incomplete, but just as he was getting rid of it, DeYoung laid a hit on him. And it's incomplete, so it's going to be a third down and about 13. Yeah, I grew up in Minnesota, but I grew up in the Twin Cities, and we used to go down to Red Wing a lot, which is just north and west of Winona by about an hour. Still pretty in that area, too. But, boy, down by Winona and on the way to La Crosse, just can't beat it. Here is Johnson handing it off. Braxton Cohn up the middle. He's dragging a tackler with him as he gets to the 24-yard line. That was DeYoung he was dragging with him. And gets back towards the original line of scrimmage where it's going to be a 4th and 10, roughly. 32-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland. On this Monday night football edition of the high school game of the week. We've waited all our lives, Tim, and we finally got to broadcast Monday night football. And here is Johnson throwing off his back foot. Got a man and is caught. And caught down near the 6-yard line, hauled in by Braxton Cohn. My goodness. And again, he was on the run, kind of threw off his back foot, it looked like, and Cohn was out there to make a nice catch, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Dodgeland.
24 yards
ball.
on
Yep,
the reception.
7-yard line is where it's at. And now a chance for the Trojans to get on the board here. And the handoff to Bruger. Right side he goes. He's to the 5, gets to the pylon. He is in for the touchdown, Dodgeland. A 7-yard run for Bruger. That's his 3rd touchdown of the season and 1st of the game.
Yeah, there was a penalty.
And was there a flag down? Oh, yeah. I missed the flag.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's coming back.
If that wasn't called
Wipe it off the board.
If that wouldn't have been called back, there never was a penalty in the game of football.
Well, he's over there. I see the flag now.
Yeah.
Way over on the far side of the field.
Actually, a player on this side was definitely illegal. He started too soon.
So, 5-yard penalty. It means it's going to be 1st and goal from the 12. So, it was a legal shift was the call, by the way. I think we mentioned that. And a low snap, and Johnson dives on it to save the possession. Boy, snaps have been an issue at times tonight for the Trojans. So the ball... That's a loss on the play of a couple. They mark it around the 15. So we'll call it a loss of 3, and it's 2nd and goal from the 15. All of a sudden, Dodgeland, with their best chance of the night to score, now they're going the wrong way. 2nd and goal for the Trojans. Back at the Cambria Friesland 15. 2 receivers to the right side. Bruger behind Johnson out of the gun. Johnson going to throw.
Oh, he's got to.
Across the middle, it is intercepted. Nope. Or was it? Yes, intercepted. Picked off by Trevor Krieger.
Yep, in the end zone.
In the end zone. And so the most promising drive of the night for the Trojans comes to an end. The interception by Krieger in the end zone, and it's Cambria Friesland football. 4th quarter, and they still lead it 32-0. Oh, what a great drive they had. Made some great plays, some great strides, and only to have it end on an interception.
Nathan Johnson's going to look at the tape on this one, and I guarantee you the coaching staff's going to point out something. There was a guy to the left side. There was nobody near him. Number 84, Hahn, was out there. Oh, a good 5 yards behind everybody.
Johnson, he's a junior. Or no, but he's a sophomore. Beg your pardon. He's a sophomore. So, I mean, he's young yet, and he's going to learn, and he's going to get better, but tough one right there. 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland at the 20. And this is Bermania on the keeper, right side. Didn't get much, about a yard maybe. Wasn't a whole lot of going over there. 2nd and 9, but right now the Hilltoppers in complete command, and they can just kind of methodically run some clock here and close this one out. Both these teams came in to this week. This is a week 2 contest, even though we're playing technically in the 3rd week. And both teams looking for win number 1. And right now the Toppers look to be getting back to 500 here at the end of this one. But a long way to go. This is only second game of the season. And, yep, we have a timeout. Timeout was called
by Dodgeland.
This timeout brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Back by popular demand, it's the Jeep Celebration event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed. While inventories may be a little lean, the deals are more than stout. Brand new 2020 Renegade Trailhawks from $23,377. Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4-wheel drives $28,347, and the all-new Chrysler Voyager at $27,745. Speaking of lean inventories, we need your trade and we'll pay up to get it. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
A career in manufacturing can be both enjoyable and rewarding. Tisha has been at Metalcraft in Mayville for 2 decades, and she thoroughly agrees.
We have great insurance here. Our pay is very good here, and you have room to better, your pay with raises and all that. It's just a very good job. It's very family orientated here.
Explore the many career opportunities in manufacturing by stopping in at Moraine Park Technical College or visiting DodgeRegionMBA.org.
All righty, back to live action here. And it is 2nd and 9 for Cambria Friesland as we come back. And the give, that is Krieger going up the middle as he dives out across the 25 to the 26, maybe even the 27. Let's check it out. Get the spot here.
Krieger got 6.
Yeah, right around the 26 or 27, so it'll be 3rd down and a little less than 4, maybe a long 3. And on this 3rd down play, the give is to Jones. Jones to the outside. 1st down yardage and more. 35-40 and breaks a tackle, cuts back. 45-50 on his feet and down inside the 45 of Dodgeland. Owen Jones he is a tough customer to bring down, as he broke more tackles on that big run all the way to the 44-yard line
29
of Dodgeland. And, he's fun to watch, isn't he? And as I said, it's tough to bring him down.
Oh, yeah.
It is really tough. And we have a timeout here. So we'll keep it right here with Cambria Friesland leading this game 32-0. We're in the 4th quarter of play. Again, Cambria Friesland will be home this Friday night as they will entertain St. John's Northwestern Military Academy at 7 o'clock. And then Friday, September 10th, the Hilltoppers travel up to Titan Stadium in Oshkosh for an 8 o'clock Friday night game against Lourdes Academy. Meanwhile, for the Trojans, they continue their season-opening homestand this coming Friday night against Clinton. That's a 7 o'clock start. And then in 2 weeks on September 10th, the Marquezan Hornets will be here to take on the Trojans at 7 o'clock on September 10th. The Dodgeland's first road game is not until September 17th when they visit Cambridge. So a nice home-friendly schedule, as we mentioned earlier, for the boys in purple. All right, 1st and 10. Toppers now on the Dodgeland 44. We have a new quarterback in there, it looks like, is the handoff. Yeah, we have some subs in now. The new quarterback for Cambria Friesland, Jay Younger. And the handoff was to Xavier Dates, a freshman, 5'6", 135 pounds. And I love the way he spells his first name, Xzavyor. I've never seen that spelling of that name. Xavier Dates.
Mike,
where's number 6?
Don't give him credit for that. Don't give him credit.
Who should I give credit for?
Well, his parents.
I know that. Come on now.
Okay.
I know I look like I was born yesterday, but that's not really. All right, so is on 2nd down. We've got, let's see, the carry this time, straight up the middle, And that was Krieger again on the carry. Yeah, you're up 32-0. It's the fourth quarter. Why not get some of the youngsters in there, some of the second and, stringers to give them a chance to show what they can do? And right now it's going to be after a gain of only about, a yard or so. It's 3rd and 9 coming up. But again, I mentioned it earlier, Cambria Friesland has only 2 seniors on the roster. So freshmen, juniors, there's plenty of those on Jim Bilesma's roster right now.
Well, they only got 19 of them dressed out there, so there's not really plenty.
So, well, I guess that's a relative term, isn't it? But,
yeah.
All right, 3rd down, and the give.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Not much. The handoff that time was to big number 66, Carter Drews. He's one of those freshmen I was talking about. No gain or loss, it looks like, so it's going to be 4th down. But the handoff, Younger gave it to Drews, and Drews wasn't able to do much with it. And now another timeout here, it looks like, with Cambria Friesland leading by the score of 32-0. Timeout again brought to you by the good folks at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I mentioned this earlier, but we're going to have, starting September 1st, we're going to have the voting starting on dailydodge.com. You pick the game, because on September 24th, you, the fans, will have the chance to tell Tim and myself where to go. And no, this is true. I'm not making this up. And why isn't that email showing? I have an email from Wade Bates with all the details, and now it's not showing up. But starting September 1st on the sports tab at dailydodge.com, you'll be able to vote for which game you want us to broadcast on September 24th. And there's a big list of local games, local teams playing each other that night. And the game that gets the most votes will be the one that you and I will go to. And voting opens on September 1st, and it will close, I believe they said, at 5 o'clock on September 16th. But, hey, we've done this before, and the last couple times we did it, Marquezan won.
Yep. They stuffed the ballot box.
They stuffed the ballot box. So for you folks that don't live in Marquezan, your chance now to get your team featured, all right? Here we go on this 4th down play. Younger off his back foot throws. It's going to be caught by DeYoung. 25-20 down the sideline to the 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. How about that? Younger threw off his back foot, found DeYoung, who takes it down the sideline for the touchdown. 38-0 Cambria Friesland.
44 yards on the high floating pass down the right sideline and the run into the end zone.
So now a 2-point conversion coming up.
And we have a running clock, Mike Tronson, which we can't see it.
We can't see it, yeah.
There is a running clock.
So the 2-point conversion try with Younger under center will give it right up. Straight ahead running, and I'm trying to see, was that Drews?
Oh, he made it.
Well, he got it, yeah. 2-point conversion is good. Yeah, that was Drews on the 2-point conversion. 40-0 Cambria Friesland.
For those old-timers out there, like myself, 66, who does it remind you of? Ray Nitschke.
Let's take a 1-minute break, and we're back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30. You can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99. 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99. And all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9. And Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1 featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
So it is now 40-0 in favor of Cambria Friesland after the touchdown a moment ago and the successful 2-point conversion. Here's the kickoff. Boy, very short end-over-end kick.
No.
That's a live ball, and look out. Scramble for it. Cambria thinks they have it, and they do. It was recovered by DeYoung. Well, I don't know if that was by design or not. I don't think so.
No.
But I tell you what, it's again, Dodgeland's flirted with that a couple of times tonight on these short kicks, and that's a live ball. You got to be ready, and they weren't able to get it. Credit DeYoung and Cambria Friesland.
No, by no means was that design.
Well, you wouldn't think so, but no. But
you don't practice onside kicks when you're up 40-zip.
No.
I think I know Jim Bilesman better than that, and I don't even know him.
So it's 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland at the Dodgeland 41-yard line.
That referee better get out of the way before he gets killed.
Younger hands it off to Dates. Dates right side. He gets tripped up just as he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's just a little fella. Wow.
So Dates
at number 6
picks up a yard, almost 2 on the play. Yeah, he's, again, Xavier Dates, 5 foot 6 inches tall. He's a freshman. He's listed at 135 pounds dripping wet.
If he's 135, I'm 400.
Oh, my. Tell you what, though, yeah, he's out there competing.
Oh, yeah, he runs hard.
He does.
Yeah. Quick.
All right. So, and now Cambria Friesland just taking their time. Is younger. Just take a knee, because I think so. Again, all night long we haven't had a working scoreboard, so they're just going to take a knee here. It would look here, and it's now 2nd and 10. But what more can we say? I mean, just an impressive performance on both sides of the ball for the Hilltoppers tonight. I mean, it was clicking, and great strides made from week 1 to week 2. And if you're Dodgeland, I guess the good news is you're not going to have a lot of time to dwell on this because your next game comes up in a couple of nights on Friday evening. Now, that again, short week for both these teams, so I would imagine they were maybe doing some preparation not only for this game, but maybe for the following game this coming Friday, maybe during the weekend. I don't know, but it's going to be a little harder because of the fact you don't have as much time in between games.
Well, I guarantee you both of these coaches are telling themselves that there's plenty of work to be done.
There always is.
And,
I mean,
there's always
I'm sure
improvement
Cambria
to be
Friesland would
made.
say the same thing, even though they're up 40-0 here. Impressive, but hey, Dodgeland, there will be better days, but tough one today as the Hilltoppers took command early and have never really let their foot off the gas pedal. 3rd and long here, and there's a knee. And now a flag. And would you have a false start penalty? Yep. What appears on Cambria. Doesn't really mean a whole lot here now at this juncture, but maybe skewing the stat book a little bit. But so 3rd and long, late 4th quarter. Hilltoppers just running out the clock with some knees. They lead it 40-0 over the Trojans.
That's it.
And that's it. End of the game. So that'll do it from Juneau. The final score tonight on Daily Dodge TV's first ever Monday night football game. Cambria Friesland 40 and Dodgeland nothing. Stay with us. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back. We'll wrap it up for you on the post-game show right after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Did Did you know that we offer Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for doing things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card, setting up a direct deposit, and taking an e-statement. Every month is a new chance to qualify, and there's no penalty if you miss. Ask for Kasasa today. Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Please contact us for details.
Ergo Bank, supporting local athletes.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Backed by popular demand, it's the Jeep Celebration event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed. While inventories may be a little lean, the deals are more than stout. Brand new 2020 Renegade Trailhawks from $23,377. Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus four-wheel drives $28,347, and the all-new Chrysler Voyager at $27,745. Speaking of lean inventories, we need your trade and we'll pay up to get it. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
13.
Welcome back to Juneau. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you on the post-game show. Final score tonight in our Monday night football matchup, Cambria Friesland defeating Dodgeland by the score of 40-0 with the win. The Hilltoppers go to 1-1 on the young season, and the Trojans of Dodgeland dropping to 0-2 on the 2021 campaign. Tim Haldeman will have some final numbers, team and individual numbers here in a moment. Let's just run down the scoring summary once again in case you're joining us late. In the first quarter, Cambria Friesland with their first score of the night was an Owen Jones 8-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion failed, 6-0 Cambria Friesland, and that was the only scoring play in the first quarter. Second quarter, we'll flip ahead. Owen Jones again taking it to the house, a 3-yard touchdown run for Jones, his second of the night. 2-point conversion failed. It was 12-0 Cambria Friesland. Later in the second quarter, after Owen Jones returned an interception 38 yards, he set up his teammate Trevor Krieger, who ran it in from 11 yards out. And again, a 2-point conversion failed, but it was 18-0 Cambria Friesland, and that was actually our score at the half. Third quarter, Owen Jones with his third and final score of the night. This one a big one, an 88-yard kickoff return to start the second half. 24-0 Cambria Friesland after, again, the 2-point conversion failed. Later in the third quarter, the starting quarterback Drake Bermania for Cambria Friesland with a 5-yard touchdown run. This time, the 2-point conversion was successful as Isaac DeYoung brought it in to make it 32-0 Cambria Friesland. And then in the fourth quarter, last score of the night for the Hilltoppers, it was the backup quarterback. It was Jay Younger tossing a 44-yard touchdown pass to Isaac DeYoung. The 2-point conversion run in by Carter Drews. 40-0 was our score, and that is your final. That's the way it ended, 40-0 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Tim?
And for the Dodgeland Trojans, now 0-2 on this season. Tonight from scrimmage, they were 4 for 7 passing for a total of 54 yards. 23 rushes on the night for a total of 94 total net yards for the Trojans tonight. Lots of work to do in the trenches for Paul Scheel and company. We'll keep them busy this week, no doubt. For the victorious Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers, they were 2 for 6 and a touchdown for 70 yards passing, 38 rushes for 186. Total net yardage 256. For the individual rushing, Braxton Cohn for the Trojans, 5 carries for 18 yards. And Caden Bruger, 9 carries for 18 yards, led the way. Tony Stone also 7 carries for 6 yards. For the Hilltoppers, they were led tonight by Owen Jones, as we mentioned, with 3 scores on the night, 2 from scrimmage and 1 on the kickoff return to begin the second half. 12 carries for 86 yards. And assisting him greatly was Trevor Krieger, 20 rushes for a total of 71, leading the way for the Hilltoppers. As I mentioned, 38 carries for 186 yards, and definitely time of possession tonight in the no doubt favor of the Hilltoppers. A total of 256 net yards from scrimmage. Mike?
Well, you mentioned it earlier, Tim, but it started in the trenches. Cambria Friesland won the battle up front, and their skill guys did a lot of the rest.
And, I don't know if you ran down those starting 5 fellas in the middle, but, boy, I'll tell you, you go tackle to tackle from Cambria Friesland tonight, and, yeah, they pretty much controlled that line of scrimmage without a doubt. So give them an awful lot of credit and a nice victory for Jim Beiselman. And, these clubs have an awful lot of improvement to make. They've got a number of games remaining throughout the season. And, Mike, you and I look forward to another ball game in a week and a half.
Friday night, September 10th, is the next time you'll hear from us as we go to Fall River that night for the big game between Fall River Rio and Randolph. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff and a 6:40 pregame on Friday night, September 10th. You'll watch the action right here on Daily Dodge TV. And this coming Friday night, no area game, but the Beaver Dam football team will be in action on Daily Dodge TV with Wade Bates and Tim Ladron on the call. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff on Daily Dodge TV this Friday night, September 3rd. So you can tune in for that one, and then we'll rejoin you on the 10th, as you said, Tim, about a week and a half from now. Again, Cambria Friesland, they will go home this Friday night, entertaining St. John's Northwestern Military Academy, 7 o'clock. Dodgeland is also back here on Friday night, hosting Clinton at 7 o'clock. Trojans now 0-2 on the young season. Cambria Friesland improving to a record of 1-1. Well, that's going to wrap it up here. Boy, Tim, it was just great. So great to get back together for the first time in almost 2 years and do this. It's just like riding a bike, isn't it?
I did that yesterday. I did it this morning. Do it almost every day.
And not only was it great to get back together with you, it was great to get back together with Ninja.
Yep.
Justin Wilski, our videographer and engineer. He is about the best there is, and we could not even begin to do this without his talent. So, Ninja, good to see you, buddy. Let's do a lot more of these over the next few months, shall we? But that's going to do it for us. We want to, again, thank all of our sponsors who made this broadcast possible. Our presenting video sponsor, once again, Columbus Family Dental. And tonight's game also brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Pine Hills Trucking, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Landmark Credit Union, the Manufacturers Business Alliance, Ergo Bank supporting local athletes, and McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Final score from Juneau, Cambria Friesland 40 and Dodgeland nothing. That's going to do it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this presentation of area high school football. For Justin Wilski and for my good friend and partner Tim Haldeman, Mike Tronson saying so long from Dodgeland High School, and have a pleasant evening. Once again, this has been a Daily Dodge TV Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.